Let's see. Nope, wrong way. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome back. Welcome to the Star in the Lantern Tarot. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I just got out of the shower. So let me get myself sort of presentable. Nope. Nope. This way. Okay. Let me get myself sort of presentable. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let me go live chat. What's going on? It's like everything is messed up. Everything is messed up. Hi, hi, hello, hello. All right, so it's the same. It's the same thing. All right. Free questions. Bring your own cards. No, that's not a. Where's my comma? Yeah, that's a comma. Yeah. Hi, guys. I just got out of the shower. Sorry, I just got home, took a shower, and here I am. Bring your own cards or get colored cards reading. All right. Oh, I'm over. There you go. Can I do that one? Yeah. All right. Pin. Yeah, I go down the chat. I don't start, guys. I don't start from the bottom up. That would not make any sense for me to start at the bottom and go up. Everybody would be missed. There would be all kinds of people that would be missed as far as questions. As soon as the live comes in, I start at the top and I work my way down with you guys inserting your questions, okay? There would not be any, it would not make any sense for me to start at the bottom and try to work my way up when it just keeps rolling in, okay? Wouldn't make any sense, okay? You got to make it make sense. That's why it works so well. That's why everybody gets their questions. That's why it works so well. Sorry, let me turn that down. All right. Okay. So, all right. Hello, edits. Y'all look at what me and Wendy put in the chat. Yes. Hello, Vignesh. Hello, Alexandra. Good Vibes is here. Whoop, whoop. Charlie Bear is here. Shruddy is here. Willow is here. All right. Don't be confused. Just don't make it confusing, guys. It's not that hard. Hello, Olivia Minor. Hello, hello. All right. And I made my way to the top. Hello, everybody. Well, this is going to be fucking annoying. There. Okay. All right. So you have to have a like number regardless of what reading you're getting. Okay. If you're asking me questions, it is free. It's always free, but you have to have a like number. If you're getting the colored deck, red, green, purple. Okay. Red is for love, green is for money, career, finance, purple is for personal questions. If you want that reading, you're going to say purple. You're going to give me a number between 1 and 15. That's the card I'm going to pull, and then you're going to give me your favorite color as the end message from the universe. I call these cards message from the universe, but they are not your normal messages from the universe because those cards all took a dump when the cats decided to get up on the table and dump all my cards on the floor. So We are limited on decks. I still haven't went through them. I know I probably will do it this weekend, go through them. But anyway, so you have to have a like number. You either ask me a question. Now, if you want to bring your own cards, you ask your own question to the cards, flip 3 cards over, and tell me what you see. And I will tell you what it means. Okay. If you want to do your own reading, you can. All you have to do is just tell me what you see. 3 cards. Okay. A 3-card pull. All right. And um, if you don't have tarot cards, playing cards will do. I can tell you what playing cards mean. I absolutely can, because you got to remember that playing cards was the first tarot deck. It wasn't shit like this. Okay, it was playing cards. So if you want to do your own readings and tell me what you see, I will tell you what it means. All right, but you have to have a like number no matter what you're picking. So get a like number. If you're in the chat, get out of the chat where I'm just on the screen, and down below you hit that thumbs. That's how you do it. Okay? You got to get out of chat where I'm the only thing that you can see and you can't see chat. And then after you do that, you can give a thumbs up. That's how that works. Okay? That's how that works. Don't forget, I am also on TikTok now. Go over there and give me a follow. You guys are getting your zodiac readings, but once again, those readings are different every day. There's a different format every day because I hate doing the same shit over and over again. Okay? So if you want to just get your zodiac, follow me on TikTok. I'm trying to get to 1,000, and then eventually I will be live on TikTok. And we can go crazy over there. Right? All right. So I'm waiting on Noah's bitch ass so we can watch a movie together. Are you watching this like online, or is he coming over? Edits. Charlie, wow, Wendy, you look like a Greek goddess. Is it because of my toga shirt? It's because it's when it's really hot, I don't want clothes on. I mean, if I could appear naked, I probably would. So I tie my sleeves up, but this is a shirt that I got from Temu. It says, never dreamed I'd be this crazy grandma with the cutest grandkids ever, but here I am. I got this shirt from Temu. And I always order large because I fucking hate snug ass shit too. That's why I don't wear jeans. So I don't like snug clothes. So anyway, I got that from Temu, but I tied the sleeves up because it's too hot to have shit on. I'm already pissed off because I'm hot. All right. Anyways, I love Temu. Me too. Hey, good vibes. Okay. So, anyway, thank you, Charlie Bear. Okay. My first question looks like it's Vignesh. What's actually coming in career and finances this month? Well, you got the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is possibly a contract. If you're doing contract work, this is a contract. Or if you're looking to sign on, a sign-on bonus, or if you're looking to fill out an application, this is about applications. This is literally, the Hierophant is literally about words on paper. So if you're looking for some kind of contract or something to sign, you probably will be getting it. Okay. Other than that, I mean, the Hierophant is just about knowledge and deep dives and, going down rabbit holes and researching. So I don't know how that's going to help you with your career. All right. Vignesh, feeling drained, tired, confused, and don't really know what's next. Well, it's because of that eclipse. You guys saw that eclipse today. How many of you watched the eclipse online? Because we didn't get to see it in the States. How many of you guys watched it online? I actually did, even though it's not healthy to watch. Do you guys know you're not supposed to watch the eclipse? You're not supposed to watch any eclipses. You're not. The way back when's the Aztecs and the and all of those people, the Egyptians and the Mesopotamians and all of those back then, Somalians, they did not like eclipses. They thought eclipses was evil warnings. So you're not supposed to, by history's standards, you are not supposed to watch an eclipse. If you can avoid an eclipse, not walk under an eclipse, then your luck is good. I watched it though because I don't give a fuck. I make my own luck. And I think you guys know that you make your own luck because you create your own reality, right? Right, radio? Oh, my hair's going to be wild. And sorry, guys. Okay. All right. Anyway. And so that's why you're feeling drained. Saturn is in retrograde. Venus is fixing to go retrograde. Mars is fixing to go retrograde. And we got eclipse energy. So, all right, that's why you're feeling drained. Charlie Bear, you want cards for the rest of the month or a card for the rest of the month? You got Ace of Pentacles, Charlie Bear. That's good for money. That's good for money. Okay. All right. All right. Shruti, will Volleybob contact me again? You've got the lovers, and so that would be yes. Charlie Bear, will we buy a car in 2027? High Priestess says it is unknown. I do not know. Vignesh, what is my angel guidance? Don't have those cards. Vignesh, am I on the right path? The strength card says yes, you are on the right path. All right. Charlie Bear, a windfall come in. Well, you already had the Ace of Pentacles, so you know a windfall's coming in. Enough to get a car and some house improvements by 2027. Well, I'm going to say yes, because the Ace of Pentacles is no laughing matter when it comes to money. And then you got the Star card. Wish fulfillment, Charlie Bear. Good vibes. I don't have cards with me tonight. It's okay. You can ask questions. Brenda Wilson. Hello. See, Brenda Wilson. It's right on track. Jack of Diamonds, 2 of Hearts, and the 10 of Clubs. Okay. 2 of Hearts is actually 2 of Cups. And the 2 of Cups is either an offer. Okay. Somebody trying to offer you something. Somebody trying to give you something. Or the 2 of Hearts is about getting to know somebody. And the 10 of Clubs is actually the 10 of Wands. So make sure that you're not doing more than you can. Okay? Make sure you're not being a people pleaser. Make sure you know your limits as far as what you can do in 24 hours. Don't take on more than you can do. Okay? Now, the Jack of Diamonds, let's look that up. The Jack of Diamonds would actually be the Knight. It would be the Knight of Pentacles. The Jack of Diamonds would be the Knight of Pentacles. All right. Oh, what's going on here? All right, hang on here. Turn me loose, set me free. Okay. Any day now. All right, this is about hard work and patience and slow and steady steps. slow and steady steps, hard work, and patience. Brenda Wilson. So I'm going to say with the Jack of Diamonds, which is your Knight of Pence, hard work, steady, slow steps with an offer, and the 10 of Clubs says don't take on more than you can do. Okay. Shruddy, you want red. That's the love one. You want number 11. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. All right. Let's get the dice. Okay. All right. Shruti, in 6 days' time, from here until 6 days out and any time in between, if you find a keychain with your name on it, the answer is yes. Okay. But in 24 hours, if any of your tires go flat, the answer is no. All right. And if neither one happen, then that's not the question to be focusing on right now. I would say you can ask me in probably 5 more days. No, 7 more days. So if nothing is answered, then put it on the shelf for 7 more days and come back. All right. And green means to go slow. Right? The shadow side is not healing. You are hurrying your healing. Don't do that. Okay. Charlie Bear, what is the energy around the wellness job? The Ace of Wands says that's good energy. Alexandria, I want the green deck. Okay. I want 6. All right. Green deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Green deck. All right. All right. Listen to me. What does the fox say? In 3 days' time, from here till 3 days out, if you see a fox of any type, sticker, bumper, billboard, advertisements, if you see a fox, but you cannot go purposely looking for it, it has to happen naturally. If you see a fox from here till 3 days out, the answer is yes. All right. But if your card doesn't start on the first try from here until 2 days out, the answer is no. Okay. I didn't say your card couldn't start. I'm just saying when you first try it and it doesn't start and then you have to try it again, that answer is no. Okay. And you want yellow camel? Yellow camel? Is that right? You want camel color? I mean, I have it. I just want to make sure. Because I think camel was under orange. Do you want yellow or do you want camel? Or are you literally saying... So I think camel is falling under orange. I think. Camel. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Camel's under the browns. My bad. All right. This is about endurance through patience. All right. And the shadow side is having patience when you should not be tolerating the bullshit. All right. So brown is having patience, but the shadow side of that is having patience for toxic people. And instead of putting them in their place or getting rid of them, you're just letting them act a fool. And you're like, oh, well. So don't do that. Okay. All right, Charlie Bear, will the new coach lead T last with the company? I'm probably going to say maybe 2 years at the most, but I think this person is already looking for future prospects to be someplace else. Okay. Hello, Steve. Naro, wow, you look stunning. Thank you, Naro. Good vibes. You want purple, green. Oh, no, 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 no. Good vibes. Pick one color, not all of them. You want purple, or do you want green, or do you want red? Which ones do you want? Which one do you want? You don't get purple and green. You either pick purple or you pick green. Which one do you want? Good vibes. And good vibes, you also need a like number. Where's your like number at? Good vibes. Where's your like number? We're at 18. If you don't know how to get a like number, what you need to do is exit. Okay, you're like 6. Okay. No, it's fine. Okay. No, you can't be 6. Good vibes. Willow is 6. You can't be 6. Good vibes. Go get a number. Your daughter wants rainbow hair and you're not doing it? Aw, come on. It's not that hard. Start at the top, dark, and work your way down. Has 17 been chosen? Is anybody 17? Because if nobody is 17, Chastity is probably 17. Is anybody 17? Is anybody 18? Who's got 17? Who's got 18? Is anybody 9? Good vibes. You can't just pick a number. That's not how that works. That's not how that works, honey. You can't just be like, I think I'm going to just pick a number and see who has it. Yep, you're 17, Chas. You can't just pick a number. You really have to like the channel. You're looking at me on your phone, right? I'll show you how to do it, good vibes. It's not that hard. I'll show you how to do it. Okay, if you're looking at me on your phone, right? What you're going to do is you're going to exit out of the chat. Exit out of the chat. You see that thumb? Then you're going to touch the thumb. All right, and then you're going to click back on the chat and it'll take you back to chat. That's how you're going to get a like number. Okay? That's what you need to do to get a like number. Get out of the chat with that X being in the corner there above chat. Okay? It's okay. I'm trying to tell you what to do. Okay? Just eggs out of the chat. I'm still going to play. You're not going to leave me. And then you like it. Okay, you did like it. So you're either 19 or 20. So who's 19? Who's 19? Who's 19? Who's 20? Okay, good vibes. Just claim 20. All right, just claim 20. It's fine. Just claim 20. Okay. Good vibes. You're number 20. So make sure you put number 20 with all of your questions. Okay, now you wanted purple, correct? You wanted the purple deck. Purple is personal. Correct? You wanted the purple deck. I know it looks blue, but it's purple. It's 420. Okay. And then I'm going to give you card number 6, right? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, you got card number 6. Okay. Now let's get you some days. Okay. In 4 days' time, from here until 4 days, okay? If you realize that something is bigger than you thought, that's anything. Yes, even penises. If you thought somebody was like, oh, you got a small penis, and you look and he's got a really big penis, that counts. But if you buy something thinking it's a little thing and you get it and it's a big thing, if you get anything and it's bigger than what you expected, the answer is yes. Okay. If you get more bang for your buck, the answer is yes. From here until 4 days out. Okay. Believe me, I've been plenty surprised by big penises before. I'm like, damn. Anyway, from 24 hours, okay? When you don't think they're gonna have a big penis, and then and then you're like, looks like a telephone pole. So from 24 hours, if you get something and it's smaller than you expect, then that answer is no. Because you know how you buy stuff from Temu and you think you're gonna get like something big, and then it ends up being like this size, right? And you're like, what the fuck? What did I just buy, right? Or you expect something like this size and it fucking comes in this size, and you're like, no, that ain't gonna work. That's what I mean by it's bigger or it's smaller than you expected. But like I said, it can be anything. It can be anything. All right. All right. You look like an angel tonight. Thank you, Naro. I am an angel. Anyway, my horns are holding up my halo. Pooja. It's my hello, Wendy, for my career and love life. Where's Pooja? My paycheck. Yes. That's a good example. Good vibes. That's a good example. Nice save. Nice save. Nice save. Yes, your paycheck. Thinking that you're going to get more and it's very little, or thinking you're going to get very little and it's a lot. That's a good one. My husband's in here. Uh-oh. Speaking of big penises, hello, baby. Oh, goodness. My husband's like, hi, baby. All right. Anyway. This is what gets me in trouble in social media. Yeah, me too. All right. Where's Pooja? I need Pooja. All right, Pooja, pick career or love life. You can't have both. All right. This isn't Burger King. This isn't your way right away. You're either going to pick career or you're going to pick love. Which one do you want? Yeah, I see you. I see you. Yeah, right. Dead. All right, career. Well, you got the Six of Swords. Are you wanting to leave your career? Because that card says you probably are. You're probably leaving your job. You may be wanting to do something different now. It's time to do something different now, is the Six of Swords. All right, Pooja. You know what I'm going to say about love anyway. Don't ask me for a love reading, because if your finances are fucked, so is your love life. That's just the way it is. It's energetically tied. If your finances are fucked, your love life is following right suit with it. So, okay. Yes, I just left California. Yeah, fuck California. That place is a nightmare. All right, Willow. I got the Seven of Cups, the Chariot, and the Two of Swords. The Seven of Cups is about options. And the Chariot, okay, and the Chariot is about things picking up speed. And the Two of Swords is about staying focused. So I'm going to say, regarding your question, Willow, stay focused on making that shit happen. It's going to start picking up, and then doors are going to start opening up for you on your question. Okay? You're going to have options. It's leading the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is about looking at your options, right? Seven of Cups is about looking at your options. So you're gonna have choices, and you're gonna have to. Uh, it may be stalled out now. You may kind of feel like nothing's really happening, but the Chariot says you're gonna be picking it up. Okay, you're gonna definitely be picking it up. No, fucktard. My computer's like, hey, let me do some stuff on my own over here without your permission. All right. And then the Two of Swords just says stay focused. Don't let monkey mind control you. Okay? Don't let monkey mind control you. Okay? Don't get lost in the sauce and don't suffer analysis paralysis. Just stay focused on what you're trying to do and nothing else. Okay? And then you will find that a lot of doors are opening. Because here's the thing about planning, and here's the thing about putting ideas on paper. When you put your ideas on paper, when you write down stuff, if you journal, if you write down plans, you're solidifying it. It's no longer in here running around, being like a ping pong ball bouncing around in your fucking brain. If you write that shit down, you're solidifying what you want because words are spells. That's why they call your ideas on paper. Get that shit down on paper. That is solidifying it. Okay? And that's what you need to do. If it was in person with Noah, you really think we'd be watching the movie? Well, I think that you would start watching a movie. Edits. I think that you could start watching a movie. I didn't say you would finish it, but you would definitely start it. You would definitely. You would definitely start it. You would definitely start it. I wonder if I can show the chat. Hang on. I want to show you guys Rowan. I don't know if he's eating pudding or what, but he's a mess. Hang on. All right. I'm talking to Miss Haley. Oh, okay. Let me show you Haley's baby. Hang on. You guys are going to get a kick out of this. This is Haley's baby. I don't know what he's eating, but, and no, he doesn't have a black eye. That's just, oh, hang on. There you go. There you go. It's darkening up. That's Haley's baby, guys. That's Rowan. Mr. Boats. I don't know if he's eating ice cream or what. Anyway, Haley just sent that to me. It's a knot coat. I know. He's so cute. So, yeah, he is so cute. All right. Mary Hopkins says, hot mom. Thanks. Jelly Bean, love you. Driving now. All right, Jelly Bean. I'll see you when you get here, honey. Beverly, is it okay if I can ask you a question for my friend? Yeah, as long as you give a like number, Beverly. Beverly, as long as you have a like number, you can ask for your friend. Absolutely. Yep. Where's Beverly at? Beverly, Beverly. Beverly, Beverly. Yes, you can definitely ask for your friend Beverly. You got to have a like number, though, Beverly. That's all you got to do. Okay, it's just get a like number. So, you watched it in Ireland? Yeah, I watched it online too. Yeah. Good Vibes watched it from the park. Oh, now he's crashed. He's so cute. All right. Good Vibes got to see it. Really? Yes. Yes. It's bad luck. The ancients say it's bad luck to watch the eclipse. You're not even supposed to walk under an eclipse. You're not supposed to go anywhere when the eclipse is happening. Yep. You like a wet saddle. Good Lord. Charlie Bear, I drove home in it. Charlie Bear, you're overseas? Is that right? Beverly, I'm not sure how I can get a like number. Beverly, what you do is you see your chat box with everybody running in the chat box. There's an X. There's an X, right? You got your gear, you got your wheel gear, and then you got the X. Just close the chat, and then underneath my video, you'll see the thumbs up and the thumbs down. Then just click the thumbs up and then get back in chat. And if you can do that, you should be number 23. I should watch your thumb. There you go. You just did it. If that's you, you just did it. You're number 23, Beverly. So now you can ask me anything. Make sure 23 is with your questions. Okay. And don't spam your questions, which means don't ask repeatedly. Will I get a cat? 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 Don't do it. Okay. Will I get a cat? Will it be black? Will I name it Tom? Will it live for a long time? I'm moving. How will it take it? All of those questions are valid, but do not spam one question. Okay. That's called spamming, and that's rude. Oh, okay. Jessica said that's me, 23. All right. So try again for 24. Who's got 24? Who's got 24? Will I get a cat? Will I get a cat? Will I get a cat? Cat, 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 cat. Will I get a cat? Will I get a cat? Will I get a cat? Cat, 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 cat. All right. So you're number 24 if you just did it then, Bev. Okay. Nope, Tori's number 24. Beverly, it's not that hard, honey. Nope, 24 is gone. Somebody took back 24. Now 24 is back on. Beverly, just get out of the chat and hit the thumb. And when you come back, it should be 25, 26, whatever. It counts up. Jessica, I'm confused. It's 24 now, Jessica. You're fine. All right. Steve must have a baby with a phone. I don't know what's going on with that. Steve's got a baby with the phone. All right. They believed it dishonors the sons. Yep. Charlie Bear, you're right. They do believe it dishonors the sun. Yep. Okay, Bree, will the canine job be a good fit? Two of Swords. I mean, if you like that sort of thing, it's gonna be very tedious and it's gonna be very strict on you. If you like that sort of thing. All right, Pooja. Is Sahil attracted or in love with me? Yes. He's not in love with you because that's impossible. You can't just meet somebody and be in love. You Pakistanians and you Indians need to realize that love does not happen the minute you set eyes on somebody. You have to get to know somebody to love somebody. Is he interested in you and attracted to you? Yes, he is. But you don't get love like that. Okay? That doesn't happen. All right? That does not happen. Okay. Charlie Bear, what I don't see coming, you got the moon card. The moon card says something is going to confuse you and make you think that you're not going places or that you're not seeing something clearly, which you would be right. But the thing about the moon is it's temporary. It's temporary. Just sleep on a decision, and then the next day you should know. Because your little brain will work it out while you're sleeping. Okay? Chili Bear. Okay. Mary Hopkins, you got the Empress. The Sun card. You said Sunday. Is that supposed to be the Sun card? You got the Empress and the Sun card and the Chariot. Well, these are all really good cards. And the Sun card is shining light on the Empress and the Chariot, which would mean happiness is coming, and it's coming full force, and it's going to elevate you into a different status, and that you're going to be very happy about it. You're going to feel on top of the world. The Sun card is the best card in the deck, and nothing's ever going to dim the sun unless it's an eclipse, but we don't have an eclipse card. But now that I think about it, I wonder if the sun and the moon came in a reading together, if that would be eclipsing something. I may have to think about reading that way. But the Chariot is about fast energy. The Chariot is about going places, doing things, going to see people, road trips, opportunities, um, um, moving ahead. No, Mary. Thank you, Bree, for the super chat. If I turn down the K9 recruiter job, will I get a better opportunity like a remote position paying more? The Lover's card says yes. Yep, the Lover's card. 7 of Swords. I don't think you're going to want that K9, dear. Yeah, you're not going to be happy with it. Yeah. Yes. Yep. You got something better coming in. Will it be remote? Hang on. Will it be remote? It's going to be remote. Yeah. You've got a good chance of getting a very good remote job. I honestly don't think you're going to like that K9 job. Pretty. Dork. All right. Hello, Mary. Charlie Bear, my weight loss journey. Well, you got victory and success with the 7 of Wands. Mary Hopkins, you got the Page of Swords, the 4 of Swords, and the 10 of Wands. What the fuck are you doing? 4 Swords is about stepping away, and the 10 of Wands is about burdens. You need to step away from some kind of burden that you're carrying, but you're deciding to carry it. That's the thing. You may be the Page of Swords. You may be. Hang on. You may be the Page of Swords. Restless. Feeling restless. Being honest but feeling restless is the Page of Swords. But the 4 Swords says you're not to take any more energy. And the 10 of Wands says you're doing too much. You're doing too much, Mary. You're literally carrying the weight of the world, and you're not meant to, but you're doing it to yourself. Nobody is making you do this. Nobody's making you do this. You are the Page of Swords. Being honest, but yeah. being restless. You feel restless. That's why you're doing too much. I would slow your row. All right, slow it up. Slow down. Right? Slow ride. Take it easy. Pooja, I love California. Will I do as makeup artist for my career? The Empress says yes. Brenda, I want the purple deck. Okay. I want 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. You had 2 cards sticking together. All right. Let's get your days. All right. Brenda, in 3 days' time, from here to 3 days and any time in between, if you find something that you really have wanted for a long time and it goes on sale, the answer is yes. But if your sunglasses break when you need them the most in 24 hours, the answer's no. All right, and you want pearl white. You want pearl white? Every time I hear the word pearl, I think of pearl. Oh my god, my nose. Oh, that hurt. My nose just went with sinuses. Every time I hear the word pearl, I think of pearl pistol grips. I used to work for Wilson Combat. If you look it up, it's a gun where you can buy guns, Wilson Combat. Anyway, they always sold the, the, I don't know, gun toting, rootin' shooting, um, Yosemite Sam's. They always wanted pearl pistol grips. I never knew why, but every time I see the word pearl, well, that's what I think. Pearl pistol grips. Okay. All right. Pearl. Let me make sure. Pearl. Inner beauty. All right. And wisdom through experience. Okay. This is what pearl white means. Inner beauty and wisdom through experience. Your message is your greatest strengths are often shaped by life's challenges. The shadow side, though, is seeking validation outside of yourself, needing people's approval. You don't need anybody's approval. You don't need it. Okay? All right. Brenda, thank you. Edits, I honestly wonder how Venus retrograde is going to play out with me and Noah, because that's going to be the time we're supposed to hang out. Well, you've already planned it. As long as you're not planning it during a retrograde, you're fine. Anything that's already in the works before the retrograde hits, don't deep six that. Don't fuck it. Don't chuck it in the fuck it bucket just because of a retrograde. If you've already planned to do something before a retrograde hits, even Mercury, go on with the plans. The only thing that they say is don't plan shit in a retrograde. If it's before, you're fine. Okay? But it's going to be a lot about, honestly, it's going to be a lot about love, and it's going to be a lot about couples breaking up that are not working, and they're just patching the fucking relationship up. This is going to be a big time of breakups, because people are going to realize that they've been people pleasing and that they're not really happy, and people are going to realize that they're just patching a relationship that should have been ended a long time ago. So there's going to be a lot of breakups from here until January. Mark my words. So if you're in a relationship and it's a shitty relationship, you will not last. You will not last through this relationship. Okay? I'm going to tell you that right now. If you're in a shitty relationship of any kind, it's not lasting. By January, it will be over. Over. Stick a fork in it. It's done. Over. All right. Okay. If they liked it at the same time, it will make the same number. Yeah, I know, Steve. Yeah, I know. Which is fine. I mean, I don't really care. But if they're just now coming in and they're the only ones coming in, and they're saying, "Oh, I'm like number 7," well, that's not true, right? That's not true if they're just now coming in and they're like, "Oh, I'm like number 7." You can't be. We've been here for 45 minutes. You can't be like number 7. Yeah. All right. Chastity. Okay, Chastity, you want the green deck and you want the second card. Is that correct, Chastity? You want the green deck and you want the second card. Is that correct, Chastity? Green deck, second card. Are you still here, Chastity? Yeah, but at its honey, I said relationships that are already shit. If it's a strong, good relationship like me and my husband, we're not breaking up. It has to be a shitty relationship. If you're in a good relationship, you're not breaking up. If anything, you'll get stronger and better. So, this is for people that are in relationships and they're just making excuses for their partner's shitty behavior. Those are the ones that are breaking up. Where's Chastity at? I need Chastity. Chastity. Okay, if you guys see Chastity, let her know I called her out, but I got to move on. I don't got time to wait for people. I'm hung like a gerbil. Steve. Yeah, but I mean, for proportion, gerbils are small. They still have made big penises. It's all about proportion and size. So, all right, where's Jessica? I need Jessica C. Jessica C. Is hung. Where's how do you know, Bree? uh where's Jessica C? How does Bree know that Steve is hung? Hmm. Hmm. Mother Pearl and abalone. I love abalone. I love abalone jewelry. If we're thinking of the same thing, where it's pearly but it's different colors, is that your abalone jelly bean? I like abalone jewelry. I used to have a ring that was abalone, but it broke, and then I lost it. I like abalone jewelry though. Dad bods and small rods. Steve, you need to make that a fishing dad bods and small rods. You need to make that fishing gear. Um logo? Dad bods and small rods? Or is it that already? I wonder if there's a fishing gear called that. Dad bods and small rods. I love it. Okay, where is everybody? Am I just talking to myself here? The only one I see is edits. Hello. All right, let's play catch up. There, that's all I can do. All right, catch up means if you have questions I still haven't answered, say me. Okay, just say me in chat. I don't know where everybody's at. I don't know. Alexandria, magician, and the Ace of Cups. Well, first and foremost, the magician with the Ace of Pentacles is manifesting money. It's about manifesting money. You've got money coming in. The Ace of Coin, which is your one of money, that's the Ace of Coin. The Ace of Pentacles is money won, money found, money given. With the magician, that's either you manifesting money or that's going to help you manifest other things with money. But you got money coming in. So you're going to have to just claim this message and not doubt it. You can't doubt it. Okay? If you doubt it, you're not getting your money. But the Page of Wands, I think we did that before. Let me look that up again. Page of Wands is about creative new ideas. Yep. So, unexpected opportunities. You got unexpected opportunities, but it's going to be because of money. Okay. Alexandra. Tori, hello. Allie, I'm here, but I'm driving. I don't know where everybody's at. It's like everybody's just disappeared. Tori, you got the Ace of Cups. No, sorry, Ace of Wands. You get the Ace of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. Well, the Eight of Pentacles is the job, the raise, the promotion. Eight of Pentacles is your Eight of Diamonds. Diamonds is money. Eight of Pentacles says if you're wanting to entrepreneur, now is the time to do it. Eight of Pentacles says this is a time to showcase your talents. If you're making something, maybe you want to sell it. Maybe you're trying to get extra money here. Two of Pentacles says maybe you need extra money here. But the the Ace of Wands is creative new beginnings. That just backs up that if you're wanting to entrepreneur, now's the time to do it. If you have some kind of company business, company idea, now's the time to get it going. Okay? Now's the time to get it going. The Ace of Puppy Tracks is the Ace of Wands. Puppy Tracks is Wands. So if you're trying to do something for money, if you're needing new money, you'll come up with a good idea to do something here. If you're looking for a new job, you're probably going to get it. If you're looking for a second job, you're probably going to get it. Okay. Edits, how does Noah feel with me getting more clingy? Oh, you better slow your roll. This guy does not like it. It's like everyone just fell off. I know. Yep. Edits, slow down. You got the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is somebody who's like, nope, not interested. Okay. Slow down. All right. Alexandra, let's look at you. A general card for next week. You got the Hermit card. Hermit card says baby steps. Hermit card says take your time next week. Don't get in any kind of hurry next week. Okay. Hermit card says look within for answers. This is not about what other people, advice from other people. They're going to be wrong. The only advice you need is the advice you give yourself. Okay. Alrighty. Wow. It died. We are dead in the water. I don't know what happened. Probably YouTube. Kayla, you got the death card, the moon card, and the high priestess. Well, okay. The thing about your cards, Kayla, is the moon and the high priestess pretty much back each other up. Don't assume that you know anything right now, because the death card says it can change. And I'm going to say that you're probably changing anyway. Some kind of cycle is closing. The moon card is a cyclic card, right? Full moon, quarter moon, new moon, quarter moon, moon, right? It's cyclical. It's cyclical. With the death card, death, the end of a cycle. But I would go with that because the high priestess says that's you're elevating your extrasensory perceptions. You're elevating in your spiritual way. You're elevating your knowing things and not knowing why you know things. But the death card is just change and transformation. And the moon card can be about you not seeing something clearly. And the high priestess could be about your intuition. So this could be that you intuitively know a lot, but you second guess it. And you need to stop doing that. The death. All right. You need to start going with what you know. Stop second guessing it. If you're wondering something and your brain is literally telling you yes or no or wait, you need to listen. And don't be like, no, there's no way I would know that. Yeah, there is. The high priestess is here. The high priestess is you. You are intuitively locked in now. So you need to start listening to yourself and stop telling yourself, no, there's no way. You know. You don't have to know how you know, but you know. So trust that you know. And I know that you know that you don't know, but you know. But you know that you don't know, and you don't know how you don't know, but you know that you know. And I know that you know it. So just know it. I'm just kidding. Claim that though, okay? You're intuitively locked in now. Claim the message and stop second guessing yourself. Okay? Bye, edit. I'm scared all the time and I don't know why. Stop being scared. The reason why you're scared all the time is because you're in a spot where the future has not solidified and the past has not left the scene. You're in this area right here. You're in this area between your future not really showing up yet, not solidified, but you're still seeing the past somewhat. And so that makes you scared because you're in the unknown, you're in the upside down world, but we all are. We all are in the upside down world. So stop being scared and just go with the flow. Are you going to die? Is this going to kill you? No. Yeah, you need to ask yourself every morning, but did you die? But did I die? Did I die in my sleep? Did I die yesterday? Stop being scared. What the fuck are you scared about? You think a bomb is going to drop on your house and just blow you to smithereens? Chances are you won't feel it anyway. What are you scared about exactly? That you're going to get something that you've finally been waiting for? You're scared of that? So, feels like a pain in the stomach on my chest. Well, then go to the doctor. What the fuck are you scared about that for? You're going to go to the doctor and you know what they're going to tell you? It's just gas. What are you scared for? Well, stop being scared and start taking action. Hey, cold hearted. If you're worried about your chest pains, hey, me too, sister. I had chest pains too, and I had them for a week, right? And my husband made me go to the ER. Nothing. They didn't find anything. They run the blood test, they did an EKG, they didn't find anything. I came back a perfectly normal human being. And yes, I'm a being. So stop being scared and just go get it checked out. It's probably nothing. Stress will do funny things to your body. And if you're scared, you're stressing yourself out more. If you're scared, you're stressing yourself out more. Either check it out or just tell yourself you're fine and move on with it. Okay? Because stress will do that to you too. And there's such a thing as myfarctions where you get your muscles will tighten up here where it feels like you're having a heart attack, but it's just your chest muscles. My husband had to go through that about 5 years ago. We thought he was having a heart attack. I actually had to call the ambulance, and the ambulance come and got him. He just had a myfarction. That's all. So, okay, well, then get back on some more magnesium. It is hotter and you are sweating more. Uptake your magnesium. I do believe that there's a doctor online that says you're supposed to have like an ungodly amount of magnesium anyway. 6,000 milligrams of magnesium or something like that. And you are sweating more. It's hot out. Uptake your magnesium just a little bit. See if that helps. Cold hearted, your general reading is the Eight of Pentacles. The job, the raise, the promotion. If you're wanting to entrepreneur, now is the time. Hello, Testy. Now, okay, now I'm back since I have a charger. Okay, edit. Yesterday, what are you doing yesterday? It's been a while. The Ace of Cups says yes, edits. But if you end up needing a transmission, check out eBay. I'm just saying. If it ends up where you have to buy another transmission, check out eBay. Okay. Also, college starts on the 24th. Oh, are you going to be on the lives or are you pretty much going to be non-existent? I mean, it's fine. I'm just asking, so I don't worry about you. Where's Edits? What is she doing? I hope she's okay. So. Probably it's all online. Yeah, at least you can listen to us while you do your homework, huh? Cutting back my days of working. Yep. So are you staying or are you quitting? Miss Edits. I don't know. It depends on how my first few weeks of college go. Ah, okay. That's fair. That is fair. Does anybody want to talk about anything? I understand you don't have to necessarily have questions, but do you guys want to talk about anything? Hey, Reiki Activate. I have a schedule planned out, so since I want to get back in shape. Ah, okay. This is a joke. What's a joke? Yes, Adams. Hi. I interviewed for a part-time job. Can you tell me how's it looking for me? It's looking very good. Nine of Pentacles says you will have it. Walmart has made me gain so much weight. I don't know how, unless you're eating the snack cake aisle. Alexandria, what is the difference between the 8 and 9 of picking up speed? 8 of Wands is some tarot readers love to read that card as Cupid's arrows, but I do not read that as Cupid's arrows. That's ridiculous. Some card readers will read it like that. But it's about messages and news coming in. So the following card is going to tell you either it's good news or bad news, depending on the following cards of the 8 of Wands. But it's usually about messages, text messages, phone calls, emails, anything that is saying, you, hey, you, read this. Okay. Is the 8 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is about your hard work. The 9 of Wands is about experiencing burnout because you did not pause or take a break. The 9 of Wands is literally saying, stop acting like the world is on fire and that you're under a deadline all the time. You're not. Okay. Take a break. That's the 9 of Wands. And you can ask me any of those kinds of questions. That's absolutely great. Did you see them lighting the Gatorade on fire out of the bottle? Oh no. And did you see the pennies sticking on the wall? Well, why would the pennies be sticking on the wall? Now, Gatorade on fire? I don't doubt that shit. Gatorade's toxic. You guys want to make your own Gatorade? Do so. All you need is electrolytes. Get some NaC. Get some NaC and put it in some lemonade and drink that. There's your Gatorade. And salt. Um, but did you know that people also got the vaccines, pennies stuck to their arm too? Or no, not pennies, magnets. Where they got the where they got the jab, a magnet would stick there. Oh, that should tell you something. Stress, I got it. Yeah, Gatorade's trash. It's all sugar basically, and it's not the sugar that you need. Reiki Activate, your general is the 5 of Wands. Don't fight with the idiots. Charlene, hi. Watching from Alaska. Tok, Alaska. How's the Alaskans doing? You guys doing okay? How's you guys surviving the fires? Are you out? Are you guys put out the fires yet? Allie, Whirlpool had made me go and gain so much weight from all the snacks. Hey, I love snacks. I really want it to just be the transmission fluid. I don't have money for a transmission. Uh, I hope it's just your transmission fluid too. Hello, Squirrel Kelly. Hello, Sarah Speaks. Sarah Speaks, your general is the 10 of Pentacles. That's about money, honey. Money coming in. We're fine, getting close. Okay. Sarah Speaks, what will happen this month for my MIL, Nine of Wands. All right. Uh, same old, same old. I mean, nothing spectacular going on. Nine of Wands just is, you resting and taking a break. If you're already doing that, then you carry on doing that. So, Squirrel Kelly, your general is going to be 10 of Wands. Make sure you're not doing more than you can. Okay? Stop saying yes to everybody. Squirrel Kelly, if you can't do it, you can't do it. You're going to have to say it. Okay? You're going to just have to say it. Can't do it. Charlene, what's the current energies within my situation with my almost ex-boyfriend Jason right now? Can you tell me anything I should know? I'm a Pisces and he's a Cappy. Well, there's not a match made in heaven. I'm just going to tell you, you need a like number, first of all, Charlene. Everybody has to have a like number to get a like number. You know that you're chatting, right? If you're on your phone, there is a X button right here. Just close out of the chat, hit the thumbs up, and that 40 should become 41 if you hit the thumbs up. You need a like number. Okay? You need a like number to get a reading. Charlene. So if you just close the chat, but not me, hit the thumbs up. Okay? Or double tap your screen if that's not working. But you need a like number, and we're at 40. So, but anyway, here's the thing about retrograde and Venus going in retrograde and the eclipses and Saturn being in retrograde. Relationships that are shitty are not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. So I would say the situation with your ex-boyfriend, almost ex-boyfriend, let him go. Bye-bye. Don't try to hang on to this one. Because if your relationship is shitty, it's not going to work. Anybody's relationships that are on the Titanic right now, you're not saving it. You're not saving it. Not with Venus going retrograde, Saturn's already retrograde, and the eclipses. No, your relationship is done. I don't even know why you're trying to hang on to it. Stop doing that. You're just going to tire yourself out for nothing. You're trying for nothing. Just let it go. Okay? That's what I'm going to tell you. Yesterday, I was also wondering about the group I sing with. Does Avery have a problem with me? If so, can you see? Avery does not have a problem with you. Two of Cups says this person likes you, doesn't have a problem with you. Precisely, a general reading. Precisely, you got the Magician. You are in manifestation mode right now, so be careful what you're manifesting. Because if you're a negative Nancy, you can manifest bad. All right, precisely. Am I going to win the CCMA case against BC? Eight of Swords says, no, you are not. Chastity, can you tell me if I'm ever going to get over my R? Is R your ex? Chastity, here's the thing about getting over people. And I'll just give you some advice because I'm 55 years old and I've been through 2 marriages and I'm on my 3rd marriage. So just let me give you some advice. In order to get over somebody, you're going to have to stop thinking about them. The thing is, now that you've thinking about them and thinking about them and thinking about them and thinking about them, and every day you find yourself thinking about them, you've actually created a habit. You've created a habit in your mind to think about them. Now you're going to have to replace your bad habit with a good habit, just like any habit. So when you find yourself thinking about your ex, replace it with something good. Like watch funny cat videos. I don't give a fuck what it is, but you need to take your mind off your ex and put it onto something great, funny, good, loving, caring, watch a show, get a comedy, anything like that. You need to automatically stop the thought. The minute your ex pops in, go, no, and put on something funny, put on something else. You're going to have to train your brain to not think of your ex because you've created a habit about doing that. And if you start doing it, every day will become easier. Every day will become easier. Okay. Remember, time doesn't heal all wounds. That's a fucking lie. But time will help you not put yourself in that position anymore. The wound is a wound, and you have a scar. We all have them. Okay. We all have scars. But the thing is, you're going to have to retrain your brain to not think of him. So to do that, the minute you see yourself catching yourself thinking of him, stop the thought and replace it with something else. Every time. I don't care. Even if Bobby, your ex, comes into your brain and you need to do something like, so you're just standing there and you're like, oh, I'm thinking of X. There's a skeeter on my Peter, whack it off. There's a skeeter on my Peter, whack it off. Like, do something like that. Yeah, and yes, now every one of you is going to be singing that song tonight, and yes, you can thank me. But the thing is that you need to catch it right away and replace it with something else. Even something as annoying as there's a skeeter on my Peter, whack it off. You're going to have to come up with that. Or the Bible, yes, that's the word for me, or something like that. I don't care what it is. Bingo was his name, oh, right? I don't give a shit what it is, but you're going to have to replace it with something. And you're going to have to start doing it. So when you find yourself thinking of your ex, stop the thought and replace it with something else. And every day you're going to find that this gets easier and easier and easier. And then guess what? One day you're going to wake up and you're going to go about your day and you're going to be like, holy shit, I have not thought about Bobby all fucking day today. Woo! Here I am. Right? So you've programmed yourself to think about your exes. Now you need to reprogram your brain to think about something else and get a habit. Not a habit, get a hobby. Get a hobby, because if your hands are busy, you're not thinking of anything anyway. So if you're good at drawing, start drawing again. If you're good at painting, start painting again. If you want to, you know what I find the best therapeutic is either writing a story, write a story, write it, type it, get busy with writing, pretend like you're an author and you're writing the fucking new Twilight series, and put your fucking ex in there as the bad guy. Put your fucking ex in there as somebody that you need to kill. He's a demon. Kill that demon. It's therapeutic. I know it sounds crazy, but it actually works because you're training your brain to pick out what was bad about him and make that into a character. And now you're the good character. He's the bad character. Now you got to kill him or beat him up or stab him or arrest him or whatever the fucking book your book is about, but pretend. That's one very therapeutic thing. My daughters do it. I've done it. It's very therapeutic. Second of all, diamond paintings. The diamond paintings, the little squares that you got to fucking put in a glue and put it on there. Put it in a glue. The thing about those is they're very beautiful when they're done, but they're very satisfying if you skip every other square and then you put in the other squares. They click. They go. And you can feel them click, and it's very therapeutic. ASMR therapeutic and mentally stimulating therapeutic. And not only that, but now you got a beautiful butterfly that you can hang on your wall. You got a beautiful dragon that you can hang on your wall. So there you go. There's all kinds of ways, guys, to replace the habit of thinking about the stupid fucking exes. But you got to do it. You cannot wake up every morning and not get some kind of help or some kind of reprieve about thinking about the exes, or your brain is just going to fucking squirrel out some more. You got to replace bad thoughts with good thoughts. You got to replace your routines with different routines. And that's the only way you're going to get over an ex. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. If you're just going to sit there and sit on your hands and think about your ex all day, all fucking day, every day, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, you're not going to get over your ex. You're just not. And no, you don't need closure. Closure comes from you. He does not have to fucking call you and say, hey, this is Bobby, and I'm so sorry that I screwed you over and fucked your sister. Will you forgive me? He doesn't need to do that. Closure just comes from you saying, you know what? Fuck you. I'm done with you. You're not entering my fucking life. You're not entering my thoughts. I'm done with you. If you were fucking on fire, I would not walk across the street to piss on you and put you out. I would watch you burn, you motherfucker. And yes, very therapeutic to be mad. You got to remember that there's such a thing as righteous anger as long as you heal it the proper way and you don't hold the grudge forever. You can be mad right now. Absolutely. You can be mad. If you fuck somebody else behind your back, yes, that's one of the worst. I had to go through that with my second husband. He was a fucking truck driver and he was fucking everybody. So, I understand it. Okay. I understand it. And yes, I was mad at the time. And yes, I still say, if he dies before me, I'm going to eat a bunch of Taco Bell and I'm going to go to his grave and I'm going to shit on his grave for Taco Bell diarrhea. So I still say that today. Whether I do that or not, probably not. Okay. Probably not. But when we have to get together for whatever events that my daughter holds because she has a baby and he is the grandfather, then I'm decent. I'm not mean mugging him from across the room. If he talks to me, I'm pleasant. So I don't hold grudges. I just say that, but eventually you're going to learn to forgive it and you're going to learn to forget it and you're going to move on. Okay. That's it. That's it. That's all of the advice that I can give you. And that's proper advice. You can meet somebody else, but if you didn't heal the wound, all you're going to do is carry that wound into the new relationship and fuck that relationship up and sabotage that relationship because then you're not going to trust them. So you got to heal it. You're going to have to get over it. You're going to have to relationship because you're just going to bring old baggage into a new relationship and nobody fucking wants that. That would be like you meeting a new guy and him coming home with you to fuck you and your picture of the ex is still on the fucking wall. No. Okay? We can't do that. So, to get over an ex, you're going to have to replace the thoughts with good thoughts and then find good hobbies. Because that's why they say idle hands are a devil's playground. It's because if you're not being busy, then your mind is going to squirrel out on a thought. Okay? So it's good advice. You need to take that advice. Nobody's going to give you that advice ever. Nobody's ever going to give you that advice because a lot of people don't do the fucking work. You got a lot of tarot cards readers on here that would not ever tell you that advice. They would be like, oh, he's your twin flame. You need to take him back. No, you fucking don't. And you don't need a twin flame. Twin flames is the correct term. What happens if you stuck your hand in a flame? You get burned. You don't want a twin flame. You want a soulmate. Twin flames are the narcissist. Twin flames are the gaslighters. Twin flames are the love bombers. Twin flames are the liars, cheaters, stealers. That is a twin flame. You don't want a twin flame. You want a soulmate. They get along with you a lot better. How do you know if somebody's a twin flame and how do you know if somebody's a soulmate? It's very fucking easy. If you get along with them, like carrots and peas, like Jenny and Jenny was probably his twin flame until she grew up. And then she became his soulmate. So I couldn't say Jenny and Forrest Gump either. But if you get along with this person, get along with them, right? Finish each other's sentences, get along with them. You just know them. You know that they're thinking of you. And you know that. But you can do that. Listen now, you can do that with a twin flame. But I'm talking about when you're actually together in a room together, you get along. That's a soulmate. But if the guy that you're thinking of and you guys finish each other's sentences and you know what each other's thinking and somebody calls you up and says, I know you're thinking about me, and you're like, yeah, it was Bobby. But you get together and that's all you do is that's a twin flame. That's a twin flame. You can't get along with a twin flame. You don't want a twin flame. You want a soulmate. Okay. Is that only a dragon on your wall? I can see a dog too. No, it's a dragon. Boink. It's my dragon. It's my dragon. My pet dragon. Oh, isn't he sweet? It's a dragon. I don't know where you see a dog unless it's over here. No, over here. But that's his tail. You're seeing his tail, and then over here you're seeing his body. It's wrapping around. So, no dog, just a dragon. Okay. Okay. Chastity, I was talking to you. I hope that helped you. Reiki Activate, it works. I tried it, and it and my penny stuck to my wall on flat paint. It's some trend saying that if a penny sticks, you can get out of the matrix. And people were training the mind to believe it'll stick. Huh. Why would a penny sticking to your wall dictate that you're out of the matrix, though? Why? Why would a penny sticking to your wall? I mean, honestly, because what happens if you just have metal in your paint or some kind of magnet, something in your paint? What if there's something in the paint that the penny sticks to? I don't know. I don't have any painted walls, so I cannot. I have no painted walls. So, that's very interesting, though, Reiki Activate. So, that's very interesting. No, that is so wild because as you were speaking and you were talking about hobbies, I was thinking about diamonds, and then there you go with you talking about it. Diamond painting is such such a good therapy. It is. I'm sorry. Diamond painting is good therapy. Swimming is good therapy. Art is good therapy. Making music is good therapy. Writing stories is good therapy. It's because you're releasing, you're getting that shit out of your head and on paper. Or you're doing something that you like to do. You're replacing it. So, yes, Dams, I love your hair, by the way. Thank you, yes, Dams. I always think that you are a scorpion. I actually have no scorpion in my chart. Weirdly enough, I have no scorpion in my chart. I'll tell you the houses that are totally blank with me. And funny fucking enough, all of the houses that are blank for me are the psychic houses, except for Aquarius. Except for Aquarius. Aquarius is the only house I've got planets. I got planets in Capricorn, Saggy, and Aquarius. Like that's where all my planets reside. Here, hang on. I have nothing in Gemini, Aries, Pisces, Scorpio, or Leo. Nothing. That's that's five houses I have no planets in my birth chart. None. None. My North Node and my Sun is Aquarius. Saturn is in Taurus and it's retrograde. My moon is in Cancer. Then my south node would be in Leo. My Pluto is actually in Virgo. Good Lord. My ass is in Libra. My Uranus, my anus is in Libra. That's bad. Uranus and Libra. As a kid, that's good because that's about you using your imagination. Like the fucking world was anything I could imagine it, and it was. But it didn't help me. Um, my Mars, my Jupiter, and my Neptune aren't in Sagittarius, and my Mercury and my Venus are in Cappy. And that's it. So I've got nothing in Gemini, Aries, Pisces, Scorpio, or Leo. Those are usually Scorpio, Pisces is usually Virgos are intuitive. Virgos are actually very intuitive, but Pluto's in Virgo. Whatever. I probably could have talked to the dead if I wanted. And I have seen dead people when I was little, but of course, when you're little, you're like, no, I don't want to see that. So you shut that down. But yeah, it's crazy. But no, I'm an Aquarius. I'm not a Scorpio. I'm an Aquarius. 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 Sarah speaks. Who did the white shirt I found relate to from my home? Okay, reword that sentence because that you're not making any sense. Is anyone still having vivid dreams? Me. Me. I actually had a dream about tarot card reading. I'm about to Google diamond therapy. Yeah, it's called diamond paints. Diamond painting. Your Pluto is Saggy. Oh, that's tough too. Because Sagittarius is all about adventure and fun, and Pluto's about dead, dying, dead things, endings. That would be a hard energy. Precisely. I'm into art therapy. I need to experience diamond therapy. Sounds very interesting. Sarah speaks. Where did the white shirt I found come from? Honey, I would not know. There's no tarot cards to tell you who that came from. So, Sarah speaks. Do you have playing cards? Is he going to send the letter by December? Yes. He'll send the letter probably by September, but definitely by December. Sarah speaks. Do you have a deck of playing cards? I need you to pull. I need you to pull your own cards. Sounds interesting because I'm very open and curious about dead and dying. Well, then that would be right up your alley. I need you to pull your own cards. Can you go get them? Can you go get your playing cards? Because I'm going to say you're going to have some people show up in your reading. I don't do people cards. But since you're asking about who, I need you to pull your cards. Yeah, I had a dream about I was starting a new job. And I was asking if I could have 2 computers. And I don't know why it was about tarot card reading, but I was trying to ask the teacher if I could have a second computer. So my hand was raised and I could hear the 2 instructors talking. And one instructor said to the other instructor, it's probably about tarot card readings. She can wait. And my question wasn't about tarot card readings. My question was about whether I could have a second computer. And I got mad. And I walked over there. And I said, look here, that's not my question. My question is going to be, can I have 2 computers? And the instructor was like, yeah, you can have 2 computers. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm like, all right, thank you. And I went back to my desk. But the thing is, all of the desks were outside. We were outside. So I don't know. So weird. Like my own tarot cards, right? Yeah. So Sarah Speaks, I want you to shuffle. Listen, for your cards. Okay. I want you to shuffle, 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 shuffle. Okay. And then I want you to split them in half and put the top on the bottom and pull 3 cards. That's what I need you to do. Okay. So shuffle until you're comfortable with them. Okay. Your deck of cards. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. 9 times, 10 times, 4 times. I don't give a fuck. But then you're going to split the deck, and you don't have to split it evenly. Wherever you feel like you need to put the top on the bottom, then you're going to grab those cards that are now on the top. And I want 3 cards from you. Okay. Melissa Shellum, is someone proposing to me? Yes, someone is going to propose to you. Precisely. Last one, then I have to dash. You're fine. Thank you for everything. Am I going to place first? I don't think you're going to place first, sis. Let me see. I honestly, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, and I will be happy to be wrong. I think you're going to place either 4th or 5th. And I don't know what that means, if that's even a placement. Okay. I need 3 cards. Sarah, I need 3 cards. You got the King of Pentacles. That's your person right there. Oh, and the Wheel and the 6 of Swords. All right. The King of Pentacles is a man. The King of Pentacles is a light-haired man with light eyes. The King of Pentacles is somebody who is kind of tallish and not an average build or kind of skinny, on the skinnier side. And the King of Pentacles is a man who you have known for a long time. The King of Pentacles is a man who sometimes comes around to visit, but they're not in your life all the time. They just visit frequently when they are around. Sarah Speaks. Am I making any sense to you? I knew you would pull a person card. This is somebody who has come around to visit you before. Like my son's friend. Yes, like a son's friend. Yes. Yep. If he fits the description of light colored hair with light colored eyes, tall, average build. So, yes. Has money. Because the Wheel of Fortune is here. So this is somebody who is not a slouch either. So then that's who that is. Okay, that's who that is. I knew you'd answer your own question. Edits 7 of Wands, the Empress, and the Temperance. Patience. All right. The Empress is about you wanting it all. All right. But the Temperance says it's about patience. And the 7 of Wands is about being at the right place at the right time. But Temperance is about timing. Okay. Temperance is things will work out. Temperance is about the thing turning into something else. But you're going to have patience. Precisely. Okay. Thank you. I'll come back with feedback and let you know. Okay. Thank you. Precisely. Yes. Sarah Speaks. Well, that was fun. Thanks, sweetie. You can do that anytime. You are welcome to pull your own cards and tell me what you see, and I will tell you what it means. This is why we're trying to do now. You either ask me questions, or you pull your own cards, or you get the colored deck. So if you have, Sarah, if you want to do that all the time that you come in, you're absolutely welcome to. I'm trying to teach you guys how to read your own cards. Yeah, I was asking if I should apply in September. Um, well, the Temperance would say yes because the Temperance is the fall card, is a fall-ish card. So, yes. Yep. You're going to be fine applying in September. Yep. The Empress card says yes, too. All of those cards say yes except for the Seven of Wands. So you got two yeses and a maybe. Temperance is a yes, Empress is a yes. Seven of Wands is a maybe. Reiki activate, yes or no Powerball tonight. We did not win the Powerball. No, we haven't. The ticket that he had was $4. So the Justice card is here. The Justice card says you have just as good chance as anybody with the Powerball. You can check your ticket online also, guys. You can definitely check your ticket online. You don't have to go get it scanned. If I have my license by then, I definitely will. Okay. Yeah, we did not win the Powerball for Missouri. Sad. Hello, Venus. Arise and shine. Hey, edits. If I don't know. I've been thinking about burning CDs for my music. Do you guys have CD players in your cars, or are you guys' Bluetooth? How do you guys do music? How do you guys do external music if you're not listening to the stereo? I don't know if CDs is a thing anymore, honestly. I don't know if newer cars have CD players. I know the truck doesn't. You have to either Bluetooth connect or you can use USB it if you wanted to. So uses Bluetooth. What about you, Reiki Activate? Hey, Venus. What about you, Venus? How do you guys do music outside of stereo? I don't think CD is a thing anymore, which is sad. I'll just get back to that. Bluetooth, I have both. Ah. Did you see did you see my music question? I did not see your music message. Sarah, I did not see your music on the speaker with the phone. Oh, you can connect a phone too. Allie, your Bluetooth. I prefer Bluetooth though. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I said use Spotify and you can make a playlist and share it with your friends. I know everybody says that. Do I have to pay for that though? Do I have to pay for that? I need to make a Spotify. Do I need to pay for that? Here's the thing. I hate paying for shit. It's ridiculous. Now Suno, I have to pay for downloads. I can't download for free anymore. And I have new songs that are fucking smoking. And I can't download them unless I pay for it. Cheap with no commercials. Okay. Free with commercials. Well, I mean, so if I get on Spotify and I make my playlist, okay, and you get on my Spotify and it's free, does that mean you have to do commercials too? Is that what that means? I mean, I can do it. Edits, you got the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. Well, the Seven of Cups is options, and the Ace of Cups is happiness. Knight of Wands. Um, all right. The Knight of Wands. Turn me loose, set me free. Well, this one says, I love Google because they never fucking give you the same answer twice. This one says, Knight of Wands, it indicates that things are going to get better than expected. So, edits. Things are going to get better than expected concerning your happiness and choices. I mean, that's literally how it reads. Things are going to be better than expected with your happiness and choices. You can share it with friends and you can make it public. I'll just probably make it public. What, you got new music? Lots of new music. Yes. Did your shirt come like that or did I do it? Yeah, I did it. I tied them. Yeah, Venus. It's beautiful hair and all. I got this shirt from Temu and it says, I never dreamed I'd be this crazy grandma with the cutest grandkids ever, but here I am. So I never dreamed I'd be this crazy grandma with the cutest grandkids ever, but here I am. Yeah, I got it from Temu. Like $7. Oh, yep. Temu. But I tied these up. I just got some string and tied them up because it's hot and I don't want anything on my arms. Like I said, I would sit here naked if I thought I could. I fucking hate clothes in the summer. That's why I hate summer. Because I like clothes. I actually love hoodies and boots and bonfires and just being outside and fall weather and cooler weather. Like, I love it. And then I love clothes to fit that. Like, I love chilly weather. I love big sweaters. I love the shit. That's why I hate summer. Because summer, you can't fucking be naked and still cool off. Right? In the wintertime, you can pile on the clothes and get warm. But in the summertime, if you're hot, you're just hot. There's nothing you're going to fucking do about it. So therefore, I hate summer. And I kind of stopped saying I hate summer. How about I dislike summer? Thank you, Venus. Reiki, will I meet my October deadline at work? Yes, you will. Yes, you will. So be comfortable in everything. Yep. Lucy Daisy, what are we doing tonight? Lucy Daisy, you can either get a like number first. Get a like number. You can either ask questions. You can bring your own cards, or you can get the purple, the green, and the blue deck. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're going to do every night, unless it's your 7-day forecast. So we're doing it every night.
Hey, I got questions. I got questions for the cards.
Okay.
One of them was, did Oliver Tree hear me singing earlier his songs?
Lucy Daisy, if you're just now coming in, you can't be number 15.
Or has he ever heard me sing ever?
Lucy Daisy, we're on 44. You've got to at least be 45 or 44. Yes.
Yay. Also, my other question. Earlier I felt like a presence, and I looked up the presence feeling, and I think Apollo, the god of the sun, was there.
Could be.
Oh my gosh.
Plus, today was the eclipse.
Yeah, true. I heard about that.
Yep.
The
So,
sun proposed to the moon, as I like to say.
the sun proposed to the moon. Aww. What a sweet little twist on the eclipse. That's
I
super.
guess since
She says the sun proposed to the moon.
yeah, the sun's still shining, so the moon probably said yes.
I love kids. I love when Clara gets in on this. I know it. She's super psychic too. Poor kid. But the thing is, she sees beyond the veil. She can see shadow people and stuff like that out there.
I think I might be actually getting very spiritual again.
I think you always were spiritual, sis. I've heard that too, Clara. Edith says she's heard that too. But the sun opposing the moon. Proposing. The sun opposing the moon. Louisa Dobson sent the unk alert. Thank you. Mrs. Shelley liked will the guy on my mind ask me to marry him? No, you're not lasting with the guy on your mind. Sorry. The guy on your mind you're not ever getting with. The guy on your mind he's not proposing to you. The guy on your mind he is coming in as the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is a liar, cheater, stealer. So no, you're not going to stay with the guy on your mind. I came back in with number 43. You're fine. Will Alex cheat on me, and was it more than one female? Okay. Wait, are you asking if Alex cheated on you? Because the answer is no. You got 2 no cards. Alex never cheated on you, dear. You got 2 no cards. The Tower is a no, and the 5 of Cups is a no. Alex never cheated on you. Lucy Daisy, how is my dog Daisy doing? If your dog Daisy is in heaven, then she's doing great. Louise Dobson, can I get a general, please? Your general is the 8 of Cups. You also need to walk away from something. 8 of Cups. Say goodbye to something. And also, if you're in any kind of relationships that are shitty, they're not lasting.
Oh, wait. Question about the singing. Did Oliver Tree like the singing?
Yes.
Yippee!
And look at this guy on this card. He looks like Oliver Tree.
Does he actually? Oh my gosh. Holy shit, he does! What the fuck? Is he sending me signs? Well, I don't know what's going on with it though. I'm getting so close to Oliver Tree's spirit for some reason lately.
Mrs. Shelley, am I going to receive cash this month? Maybe. The judgment is here. She's not in heaven. Well, then your dog's doing fine. Where's your dog Daisy? Is she with you? Is your dog Daisy with you? Yeah, she's doing fine. I mean, whatever ails her is normal wear and tear of a dog. She's getting old. Lucy Daisy, I had her to the vet yesterday, and she has a heart murmur. Well, I mean, you know what? It happens, though. Just make sure she's not overextending and make sure she doesn't get hot. Edits 10 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Ooh. The 10 of Wands is about doing too much. The 10 of Wands is about stretching yourself too thin. 10 of Wands is about putting too much on your plate, Edits. And it has to do with money. Ace of Pentacles is money won, money found, money given, but the 5 of Pentacles is a bill. Honestly, I'm going to say that Five of Pentacles can be the transmission bill, but the Ace of Pentacles says the money will be there. You'll have the money. Okay. That's why I told you to shop on eBay. You can get a transmission for $600 on eBay if your dad knows how to put it in, or you have somebody put it in. You can find transmissions on eBay. And I'm going to say you may be looking at that. Okay, love you. So, Ashani, is my intuition about A along with his two friends, is that correct? Yeah, it's correct. Mrs. Shelley, am I getting married this year? I'm going to say probably next year. Mrs. Shelley, yeah. I'm going to say next year, Mrs. Shelley. Ashani, will I get a 7-day reading? No, those are on Tuesdays. Got to come see me on Tuesday, which would be your Wednesday if you're across seas. Miss Shelley, all my money gone. What will happen? You'll be broke. You'll be broke until you make more money, I guess. Well, I mean, what do you think's gonna happen with all your money gone?
Bro, I was walking down the road because I was telling Oliver to follow me, and I hear a little whisper go, "Hey," and it sounded like him. I went, "What the fuck?" Bro, I swear I'm getting closer to bro's spirit, and I don't know why.
Thankfully, this wasn't a money-related question. It doesn't matter. Here's the thing about when you guys ask questions and you pull your own cards, your cards are telling you where you need to focus at, not what you think you need to hear. So it doesn't matter if you wasn't asking about your finances. The cards are telling you that you have an unexpected bill coming in. But the Ace of Pentacles says you'll be covered. And the Ten of Wands says you may struggle a little bit. Okay? So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you were asking. I love Clara, me too. It doesn't matter if you were asking about whatever you were asking about. The cards are going to tell you what you need to focus on. So if the cards align with what you're focused on, yay. But if you're focused on going to Toledo and the cards are saying you have an unexpected bill coming in, I'm going to say the finances is probably going to be where you don't go to Toledo. Okay. So, Rihanna Khan. Rich and Khan getting married eventually. Bye. Bye, Rihanna. Ishani, a universe message for me. Ishani, it's time for you to stop waiting and start getting going on stuff now. Okay? Time for you to stop waiting on stuff and get going on stuff. Venus, is the rest of August going to be better for me? No. It's not. You got the devil card. Nope. Just keep your nose to the grindstone, Venus. You'll get through it. Mrs. Shelley, am I getting snapped this month? I got a yes on that. Claire's adorable. She is. Yeah, it was related to health. Yeah. Then the cards say don't focus on health. You need to focus on your finances. Reiki activate. Wow, that makes sense. The cards are so cool. Hey, Claire Bear. I think she's gone already. I just heard one of my favorite songs in one of my favorite stores to be, I feel like this is a good sign somehow. It is. They keep saying no to snap. That's because depending on your state, you're going to have to just come up with more paperwork to prove that you need SNAP. Okay. I know they keep saying no to SNAP, but they're going to give SNAP to the people who really need it. So I hope you really need it and you're not just trying to get it. Okay. Ishani, finances reading for August. You got the world card. Something's going to change in your finances. So if you're broke as a joke, your finances will get better. But if you're doing well financially and you're wondering if you should invest something, that answer is no. Okay. Don't invest money in anything right now. Keep your money to yourself right now. Mrs. What day may I receive SNAP this month? Possibly, I'm hearing the 19th. You should know something by the 19th, Mrs. Shelley. Let me know. Okay? Let me know. Possibly tomorrow. I got the 13th, but I got the 19th at the latest. So anytime between tomorrow and the 19th. When is the 19th? Let me see. Let me see when the 19th is. The 19th is next Wednesday. A week. You may hear something in this next week, the 13th or the 19th. Let me know. Okay? Let me know something. Reiki, what month will my SL be adjusted down? I'm going to say anywhere from September to October. You let me know too, Reiki. September to October. Venus, anything specific to work on this month from Spirit? Change and transformation. You got cycles ending. You need to be ready for change and transformation. And after literally tomorrow is the 13th. Okay. Tomorrow is a big day for all of us. It's the day after the eclipse. I'm going to say probably from tomorrow, all right, until the rest of the month, I think all of you are going to see some shit. Good shit and bad shit. But you guys are all in for major changes. But the thing is they're not today, so they'll start taking place tomorrow, end of August. You're going to see some big changes. You are. Okay? Big changes. So, Jacretia, spirit message. Jacretia, your spirit message is work. New job. Time to get that new job, sis. This is a new job, a raise, a promotion. Finding a job that you like, finding a job that you can hone in on your skills, and finding a job where your coworkers are good to you. Three of Pentacles. Mrs. Shelley, did Tiff dislike me? She didn't dislike you. You just weren't in her friend circle. She didn't dislike you. It had nothing to do with you. She's just not into you. She's just not that into you. I know you're not talking about love, and I get that. I'm being silly, but it's not that she disliked you. You didn't do anything to dislike. She just didn't really care one way or another about you. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Am I below 6 timelines? You are on one timeline, the Magician. You are on one timeline. I know I miss my timeline cards too. I miss them. Wendy with an I, you need a like number, please. Wendy with an I, you need a like number. Melissa, That question needs to come with the like number. Guys, put your like numbers with all your questions, please. Venus, a green card. Venus, you got to give me more than a green card. You got to give me what number card that you want between 1 and 15. The green deck. Venus, what number do you want between 1 and 15? Five. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, hang on here. Okay. In 5 days' time from here until 5 days out, okay, if you look out of a window and it's just been freshly cleaned, the answer is yes. Okay. And you can tell. You can tell if a window's really, really clean versus having some shit on it by going through the days with nobody cleaning it. It has to be a freshly cleaned window. And that doesn't mean that you go and clean your window and then look out and go, okay, well, my answer is yes, because it's freshly cleaned. This is a by natural process, guys. This isn't about you making shit happen. Okay? Stop being a control freak like that. In 4 days' time, if you look through any window and you notice how dirty it is, the answer is no. Okay? Like my truck window. I literally just took that thing and washed it myself, hand washed it. And it's disgusting already with bug shit. So, also, give me a color that you like as your end message, Venus. Ashani, will S get clarity from A tomorrow? No. Unless they're breaking up, then that's yes. I need a color that you like. Venus. Blue. Blue again, huh? Blue was the color of her eyes. Baby blue. All right. This is about being at peace, and this is about having calm communications. The shadow side of that, though, is avoiding conflict and bottling up your emotions. Don't do it. All right. Mrs. Shelley, I'm a nice person. Yeah, I know. That's what we all say. That's what we all say, Miss Shelley. I'm a nice person. Wendy, will I get the student nutrition job? You have a very good chance about getting that job. Yes. Mrs. Shelley, how attractive am I on a scale of 1 to 100 to the guy in my mind? Well, here's the thing. You're pretty attractive to them. On a scale of 1 to 100, I would probably give you an 80%. But the thing is, the guy on your mind, if you get with him, he's in it for a good time, not a long time. The guy on your mind is a fuck boy. The guy on your mind will just want to fuck and move on. That's it. That's all the guy on your mind wants from you or will want from you. It's just a fuck. So, look, it's your world. I'm just passing through. If you're fine with just fucking and having fun, then so be it. Go do it. But this is not your forever person. All right? Not your forever person. Mrs. Shelley, is the guy in my mind going to confess something to me? No. No. He's not. All right, good night, Ed. Ashani, you want the green deck? The green deck is about career and money and finances. Are you sure you want the green deck? Ashani. Honey Bunches, are you sure you want the green deck? It's about money, career, and finances. If you want the red deck, it's about love. And if you want the purple deck, it's personal. Are you sure you want the green deck? Ashani. Ashani, do you want the green deck? Okay. All right. 7. You want card 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right, Ashani, in 5 days' time from here until 5 days from now, or any time in between from here to 5 days, if you see a full moon over your right shoulder, the answer is yes. So if you're driving and you happen to look over and there's a full moon, the answer is yes. Don't purposely look for it. Don't go outside and be like, oh, I got to stand a certain way. Okay, there it is. Don't do that. I'm saying you've got to have a natural attention towards it. If you see a full moon over your right shoulder, the answer is yes, from here to 5 days. Okay, and that can be on a billboard. If you're downtown New York and you're walking and there's a billboard and it's the fucking moon, that counts. I didn't say the real moon, I said a moon. Okay? And no, if somebody's got their ass hanging out over your right shoulder, that's not the moon I'm talking about. All right, but in 3 days' time, okay, in 3 days' time, if your purse or wallet tears in any way, the answer is no. Okay, in 3 days' time. Okay. Sarah speaks. Is P going to change jobs in 2026? No. All right, we only got 15 people in here. If it does not pick up by 7:30, we're going to end the live early, okay? We only got 15 people in here. If it doesn't get over 20 by 7:30, we're closing the shop early, okay? But I will be back tomorrow. Aishani, will I get clarity from A when we talk? You will not. Wendy, is my person, will we be together? Maybe you got the justice card here, and the justice card would say maybe if the timelines merge where you're meant to be together, then you'll be together. But this is a maybe. The justice is about karma. So I can't tell you will, but I'm not going to say you won't. The justice card is about timing and karma, and if you're meant to be together, it'll happen. Okay. Sarah speaks. How does Jason feel about H? What is he waiting on? Jason is waiting on something about H, and he's gonna get tired of waiting and leave. I don't know what he's waiting on. Is he waiting on him to make up his mind? Is he waiting on him to grow up? Is he waiting on him to make up? Like I said, I don't know what Jason's waiting on, but H is stalling something. Jason won't wait forever. Jason will walk. So, or they're trying to work on something together. I don't know. Jason's going to get tired of waiting, though. I don't know. I don't know either. Like, is Jason waiting on, if H is like a love interest, is Jason waiting on H to commit? Is Jason waiting on H to move? Is Jason waiting on H to make up their mind? I don't know. Jason's waiting though. Wendy, may I have a message from Spirit? Spirit says it's time for you to stop saying, I don't know, maybe, and get going on the things that you want to see happen. Okay? Venus, is it my help from me that's pressing on my heart? Oh, well, okay, never mind. Yeah, Wendy, whatever you're sitting on your hands about, whatever you're waiting about, stop waiting. Okay? Either do something about it or move on. Okay? This is not the time to wait. Not the time to wait. You're either going to do something about it, the thing that you want, or you're going to move on from it. Okay? Because you waiting for it, it's not coming. You're going to have to actively go towards it yourself or move the fuck on. Maybe Sarah speaks. Maybe Jason is just watching and waiting H. Maybe he doesn't know how to feel about H. Maybe he's not. Maybe Jason isn't thinking one way or another. Maybe Jason is just watching and waiting, seeing what H is going to do or behave or say or go, or maybe Jason's just watching this person right now, not really forming any opinion yet about H. Jason could be watching, just watching and waiting. Venus, is the help that I'm giving that's pressing on my heart to give being appreciated? I still don't know what you're trying to say here, Venus. It's someone I'm interested in, but he's not making an effort to meet least not to my knowledge. Well, then you need to move on. Look, Wendy, this is 2026 and soon it's going to be 2030. If you like somebody, fucking go ask them out. Stop waiting on the man to fucking do all the work. Guys, that shit is over. If you're waiting on a man to approach you, that fucking time is over. Over. Right? If you like somebody, you go up to them and you say, hey, hi, my name is, would you like to go out sometime with me? You're going to get your answer and then you'll know. They'll either say, yes, would love to, and then you make a date, or they say no. And they're going to say no because I'm in a relationship already. No, I'm not interested. No, I can't. For whatever fucking reason. But when they say no to you, don't take it personally. Okay? Because not everybody has to think that you fucking hung the moon. But if you're actively interested in somebody, go ask them out. Yes, I have done that. Lots and lots of times I have asked the person out. And you know what? 100% I never got a no. I always got a yes. But you know what? 100% I end up regretting it. These guys were total fucking douchebags. So go ask the guy out. And if you say, but I'm scared, then fucking move on. Then just fucking move on. If you're too scared, if you're too much of a puss to go ask the guy out, then move the fuck on and go find somebody else. Okay. And that's all I've got to tell you about your crush. And that's all I'm going to tell all of you about your crushes. It makes no fucking sense to ask tarot readers about a crush that you are not going to talk to ever. It makes no fucking sense. The question you need to ask is, will they notice me enough to approach me? If the tarot card reader says no, move the fuck on. Stop being, oh, but I really like him. I love Bobby. No, the answer is no. If you can't tell that person that you like them and that you want to go out with them, then move the fuck on. Period. There's no sense in you guys asking about crushes. It's stupidly insane to ask about a crush. Unless the question is, will this person notice me enough to ask me out? And then take the answer. Because I'm going to say the answer is going to be no. Hi, Aries. I'm in a horrible situation. Can I get an angel or spirit message, Wendy? I don't have those cards, but you've just asked the universe to help you out of this situation, Aries, and then be open to the response. Okay? Because it may not be something that you've thought about, or it may not be something that you want to hear, but you're going to have to do it anyway. So, okay? Just ask the universe for help. Ask the universe for help. Somebody will come in and help you, or some situation will happen where you can get out of it. So, well, Wendy, then I'm just going to have to tell you that you're just going to have to see where fate takes you. That's all you can do. That is all you can do, is just see what happens with the future. If you're meant to be together, it will happen. The universe will bring you two together. You're just going to have to believe in that. But if it doesn't happen, you're not to hold space for this person for fucking forever, because then you're going to miss opportunities with other people that were really good for you. So make up your mind. I would say, Wendy, if I were you in your space and we're talking, la, 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 I would say by 2027, if there were no plans ever to meet, I'm moving on. That's what I would do, but I would mean it. I don't hold space for this person. That's what you need to tell the universe. You need to say, universe, if we're meant to meet, let it happen before 2027. That way I know that I'm supposed to be with this person. But if it doesn't happen, then there you go. There's your answer. Move on. You can do that with the universe. You can definitely give the universe a little bit of time to work the magic to get you two together. But if it doesn't happen, it's not meant to happen. And maybe 10 years from now it'll happen. I don't know, but I can't tell you that either. Okay? But you can ask the universe for some kind of proof or some kind of help. Aries, it's late here. I wanted the whole night. I waited the whole night, expected live. I'm always live. I don't know where you are, Aries, but I'm Central Time, United States. And I'm usually live by 4 or 5 o'clock. Okay. And if you want to tell me about the bad situation that you're in, maybe we could go from there. But you don't have to. Yes or no, dental hygiene assistant? Yes. Yes. Like the 10 of cups is a big yes, Jacretia. Here's the thing, Wendy, about waiting for people, right? This is you and this is your person. Okay? Nothing between you but air and opportunity. If this guy really wanted to be with you, he would find a way to find you and be with you. I get it that you're broke. Celebrities don't go for broke people, though, so that's a joke, too. Celebrities with money don't fall for broke people. I'm going to say this person is not a celebrity. But remember that if this person has money, then they've got time. If they want to be with you, they will find a way to be with you. You're going to have to keep that in mind. All right? You're going to have to keep that in mind. If he's a celebrity and he's on set or something, then he can literally say, after I produce this movie in December, I will make effort to come see you. But if he's not saying that shit to you, he's not interested in you like that. I don't care how much you talk. I don't care how much you talk. If people want to, they will definitely make plans to, if they want to. But celebrities don't get involved with broke people. It just doesn't happen. You're dreaming. It's extremely sensitive for writing. Sends me painful. It's okay, dear. I thought that you would have message cards. Well, I mean, all of the cards are message cards. What message are you looking for, Aries? What message are you exactly looking for? Okay, don't don't say the event, okay? Just put something like this event, right? Trying to put it in something that you could use. Okay, you're in a painful event. Painful events usually are about kids and exes and court dates and rape and murder and death. That's usually most painful events. Correct? Is that any of your painful events? Love and finances are definitely connected. Love and finances, Wendy, are definitely connected. Definitely connected. It's going to be picture time. I can't help it. It's going to be picture time. Love and finances are definitely connected. Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you that celebrities would not fall for fucking broke people. That they just don't. If they're a celebrity, they're not going to fucking fall for somebody that has no money. You're dreaming. You're fucking dreaming. But let me show you. All right? I'll show you why love and money are connected as soon as I can find it. Absolutely connected. I rise, I shine, set me free. No more chains for me. Oh my stars. Okay. I'll find it. Hang on. I'll show you. Yeah. Don't think love and money are never connected, because they are. Turn me loose, set me free. turn it on. All right, you see this cone? Let's see. Hang on. You see this cone, right? You see those words over here that says shame 20, guilt 30, apathy 50, grief, fear, desire, anger. You see all of that? But do you see love up on top? Love is a vibration of 500. You see that? Love is a vibration of 500, right? Well, when you're broke, you're ranging in the lower frequencies of the reds, and the oranges. If you don't have no money, you're in the frequency of shame and guilt and apathy and grief and fear. That's your frequency when you are broke. All right. But love is a frequency of 500. So if you're broke, you're not vibrating at 500. You're just not. Because when you're broke, you don't feel good about anything because you're broke, which means that you probably worry about money. You probably worry about paying the bills. You probably worry about what happens if and I don't have no money. And if you're worrying about that, well, worry is in the between the grief and the fear. So you're down here and love is up here. There is no connect. There is no connect. But if you were financially stable and you could take care of yourself, then you feel better about things. And when you feel better about things, you start climbing out of the lower range of frequency. And then you become courage. That's a 200 frequency. Then you become willing. You're willing to do things. You feel comfortable doing things. You feel like yourself when you have money. And then you got acceptance, and then you got reason, and then you got love. That's why the frequency of money and the frequency of love is definitely together. Definitely together. So I'm telling you, there is no celebrity that is going to want something with you not having any money. I've read for celebrities. I have read for celebrities, and I've read for celebrities' family members. I'm going to tell you, money stays with money. Money does not date broke. So, all right. So, and you don't want, if you're broke and he's not really a celebrity, you don't want that relationship anyway. Because when you're broke and he's broke, the only thing that you guys can have is a codependent relationship. And a codependent relationship says, I need somebody else's finances to make it through the world. And you don't. So that's a codependent relationship. Those don't work either. Oh my God, I'm so glad I got a piece. I got peace at 600. Yep. Gemini, hi. What is the missed opportunity I didn't get at work? I don't know. Something about a future project that probably you would got a raise at and made you lots of money. So anybody who is poor can't be in love. Not really. No, not really. If you're poor, no. No, because you're not happy. If you're poor, you're not happy. If you're not happy, there's no way you can be in love. Because love is happy, like beyond happy. So no, if you're broke, you can't be in love. The only thing that you can do is just have a codependent relationship. That's it. And codependent relationships are usually the abusive relationships. And you know what you're going to fight about? Money. You're going to fight about money. That's going to be your main argument when you're broke and they're broke. Well, why did you spend it on that? Well, why did you buy that? Well, why are you shopping on Temu? Well, why are you going to the bar? That's going to be your fucking conversation. That's two broke people's conversation. You fight about money. Hey, that sounds like David Hawkins frequencies. Yeah, frequencies do matter. Yep. Uh, Kayla, hi. Another card for me today, Queen of Wands. This is somebody who is very creative. The Queen of Wands is somebody who is creative and expressive and is a go-getter and chases after the things that they want. The Queen of Wands is a fire sign. Queen of Wands is your, it's not your Leo. Leo is the King of Wands because it's a fixed sign, and kings are fixed signs. All of the kings are fixed signs. So if it was a King of Wands, that would be your Leo. I'm going to say the Queen of Wands is either an Aries or a Sagittarius. Okay. It is a fire sign, though. Gemini, is B giving pieces of the company to employees? No. Restricting it? Well, I'm going to say there's something going on with B's company and it may go under. So I would say he's probably not giving it to the company. They're probably restructuring it. He's got the tower, and the tower is falling apart to restructure. So I would say, yeah, I would say probably no on that. Yeah. All right, you guys, get your questions in. Get your questions in or come see me tomorrow. I am live Tuesday through Thursday. I am live Tuesday through Thursday. I can claim those 3 days. The weekends are sometimes iffy because we travel. It's the summertime and we go places. So the weekends are kind of up in the air. Hello, Miss Penny. So get your guys' questions in. Can I manifest this situation in my favor with visualizations? This situation. Wendy, you said stop thinking of money as linear. What do you mean? Is it because rotating like in and out? No. I'll get to you back to you, Reiki activate. Let me do Aries. Can I manifest a situation in favor with visualizations? You can. You can, as long as, listen to me. You can, as long as when you visualize, you're relieved about it and happy about it. Manifestation through visualization is about feeling it. Feeling it. When I was married to my first husband that beat the shit out of me, and let me tell you, okay, I stood in somebody's parents' backyard, okay, and I looked at the mountain and I said, God, please let me find a place around here because my best friend was here, her family was here, and I wanted to be close to my best friend and her family. And I said, please let me find a place that's around this area to live. I need to get away from abusive husband, but I need to find a place to go. And I really want to be here. I really like this area. This is my home. I used to live at the house down the street for a long time. And so that area was my home. And you know what? Where I'm at now is on the other side of that mountain. If you can visualize it as being happy and relieved and the thing that you really need to do, visualization works. But if you visualize it and you're crying, but I don't want to leave, but I have to, you're not going to get it. Visualization needs to come from a place of happy and comfortable. And what?
Are my Gravity Falls parts still here?
Yeah, but they're buried and I'm not getting them out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, be careful. Put that stuff on the bed.
Because
It's in here.
I need to ask
Oh, here. There's
questions.
there. There you go.
I said my Gravity Falls cards.
Oh, I don't know where your Gravity Falls cards are, sis.
Well, I can work with these.
Yeah, you made those. Those are actually better because you made them. So anyway, yes, you can visualize yourself out of this situation as long as you're coming from a place of happy and the thing that you really need to do. Okay? Does that make sense? When I visualized it, I visualized this area, and I'm telling you, I am literally on the other side of the mountain that I was looking at when I visualized it. Okay? I was literally on the other side of the mountain when I visualized it. So, when I was visualizing, the mountain that I was actually, when I was asking for help, okay, the mountain was south, and where I live, the mountain is north. So, okay, you can do it. You can do it. Okay, Reiki activate. When I say money is not linear, what I mean is, when you guys think of money, okay, when you guys think of money, don't ignore the picture that's on top. When you guys think of money, right? When you think of money, when you think of money, you think of money coming in. You think of money coming in. Like a paycheck, right? You get a paycheck, you think it comes in. You think the money is coming in, right? Money does not come in. Money is not linear. Money is energy. And money is all around you as energy. Money is all around you as energy. Think of money as energy, like the air that you breathe. Money does not come in. Money is already all around you. You just need to tap into it. You need to be open, okay? You need to be open for money to find you. But if you're telling yourself, right? If you're telling yourself that's not going to happen, that could never happen. I'm broke. I can't afford it. I don't have the money. Then you're blocking yourself from money finding you. You've just put a block around yourself from money finding you because money is energy. So that's why you need to say, money knows my name, money knows where I live, and money will find me. This is how you manifest money. Money knows my name, money knows where I live, and money will find me. Don't think of money as coming in, that you're already absent from it and it needs to come into you. No. No. That's not how money works. Money does not come in. You already are money. You already have the frequency of money. But if you're sad and depressed and anxious and scared and worried and you're listening to the fucking outside bullshit that we're going to go to war and we're going to all die and we're going to all starve to death and the ticks are going to get you and the fucking vaccines are going to get you and the flu is going to kill you and the government's out to kill you and everybody's out to kill you and you're going to starve to death and you're not going to be able to afford shit, that's blocking money. That's blocking your money. If you listen to that and you worry about that, that blocks the energy of money finding you. So stop listening to the shit outside of you and just say and believe it Money knows my name. Money knows who I am. Money knows my address. Money will find me. Money will find me. And then that square that you built around you will be gone. Remember, not seeing is believing. That's a fucking joke. Believing will let you see it. Believing is seeing. Not seeing is believing. That will automatically block you automatically because you think that you need to see it to believe it. No. Believe it and you will see it. Turn that around. Remember, everything that they teach you was never for your benefit. Everything that you learn was always to block your manifestation. Everything. Everything that you learned was always to block you. Okay? So just know that the energy of money is already here. It's between me and you. I could have energy of money right here. It needs to come to me and I need to be open to it. Okay? All right? That's what I mean. Okay, Wendy, will my finances improve soon? Yes, by October. Aries, it only including me. I don't manipulate with others. Yes, emotion, state of mind. Yeah, you don't have to manipulate others to get what you want. You don't have to manipulate anybody to get what you want, Aries. It's not about manipulating anything. It's about opportunities, finding a path for you to get on the opportunity to get away from the shit that you're dealing with. It's just about opportunities. It's the same as money. Opportunities will find me. Opportunities knows where I live. Opportunities knows who I am. I am open to opportunities and mean it. Okay? Same. Anything that you want, you can create. The only thing that blocks you is yourself with your self-doubt. That's the only thing. You self-doubt everything. You doubt everything. If it's not literally something that you can pick up and look at, you doubt that it's even a thing. I don't know. Is a pen real? Well, I have to have it in my hand to believe it. No, you don't. Believe it, and then it will appear. Manifestation. Kayla, my special person is very close when he is having some problems. Currently, he is working very hard. Anytime soon, he will be more relaxed. Been for 3 years, way back before we meet. Okay, Kayla, let me ask you one very important question. Are you with your special person? Are you guys a couple? And you need to be you need to be very honest. Your special person that you're putting on a pedestal, are you actually with them? Reiki activate. Am I on the right track to moving? Not yet. I'm not saying it's not going to happen because the 10 of Wands, that person actually goes where they need to go. It's just slow going. Okay. So, Reiki activate, yes or no, a private owner. That would be a yes. Aries, will D and I be in the future with the relationship? Life helped us meet, but difficulties appeared but I'm not, but I feel that's my husband and I don't know why. I swear you will not be together with this person. Sorry, Aries. You're not going to be together with this person. You got the Two of Swords. Two of Swords says that's a no. You may have met this person. Remember, people in your life are there for a reason, a season. all right, or for a long time. People in your life, they're there for a reason, they're there for a season, and they're there for a long time. Okay? But even people that are there for a long time, that does not mean that's your person. Okay? You have many, many, many soulmates around you. All of you. You all have many soulmates around you because you are always jumping timelines. You have many soulmates around you, but that does not mean you're meant to be with a soulmate this lifetime. And I'll give you a for instance. My husband is my soulmate. We've been together for 22 years, and our lives have always circumferenced somehow, some way. We have always been circling each other, always. Since I moved to Arkansas, we have always been circling, but I did not meet him until I was meant to meet him, and then I married him. But that being said, when I was married to my husband, who is my soulmate, I had to work with a soulmate. I could not be with that soulmate. I was married, he was married. You could feel the sexual tension between us. You could tell that there was something between us, but we could not be together because I already had my soulmate and he already was with somebody who probably was his soulmate. And that's the way life is. Just because they're your soulmate does not mean, does not guarantee that you will be with them this lifetime. Okay? So, edits, you need to set him straight. Aries, it's like that. We need to break our beliefs. They are demons. Aries, you skip a lot of words and I'm so confused. Hey, Miss Penny, is my mentor's peer named Adam an opportunist, fast talking tech guy stealing ideas? Uh I'm gonna have to say yes on that, Penny. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say yes on that. You know, honestly, Penny, honey bunches of oats, I am not really quite sure if you need a business peer. Okay, love you. I'm not sure if you need a business peer, honestly. Biggest difficulty is manifesting healing, especially if it's serious and I have issues with that. The thing about healing is you need to understand that everything happened for a reason at nobody's fault. Okay. You need to understand that when you get in a bad fucking relationship, it's nobody's fault and it's everybody's fault. It's even your fault, Aries. If you got yourself into a bad situation, it's your fault too. It's not just your abuser's fault. It's your fault because you made excuses for him in the beginning. It's your fault because you saw red flags and you chose to ignore it. I've been there, I've done that. First husband, sorry. Well, second husband was a cheater too. Not abusive, just a cheater. First husband kicked my ass. First husband beat me the fuck up. Okay? And repeatedly beat the shit out of me for 6 months. Even though I moved out, he would find my house, he would break in my door, he would come in and beat the shit out of me, and he was gone before the cops even got there. So, I know, but it's my fault because I manifested being with him. This was a guy, his name was Harold. We called him H. This was a guy that I wanted for 2 years. I didn't actively pursue him, but I held space for him. I was like, if H and I ever get to the point where I'm single and he's single, and he asks me out, I'm going to say yes because I love him. He ended up being the biggest fucking mistake. I forgive it now, though. It's done. It's over. The other wife that he married, husband number 2 was a cheater. Guess what? Still cheating on his wife that he married. They don't change. And you're going to have to realize that they don't change. You're going to have to realize that you can't change them because you love them. So manifest your way out of that fucking relationship and be done with it. Your closure will come from you walking out. And that's it. And that's it. Your closure's got to come from you just being done with the relationship or done with whatever this fucking situation is. Okay? Like, I started paying attention to how I felt. Like, I knew when H showed up at my house when I was at work. I knew if he was waiting down the road for me to come home so that he could kick in my door and beat the shit out of me. I started feeling his presence when I pulled up to the house. And then I would not leave my car. I would go down the block to the payphone. I called the cops. And guess what? 9 out of 10, the cops caught him down the road, sitting in his truck, waiting for me to get out. So that's the way it is. You got to be careful what you wish for because you may just get it. And it may not be the thing that you really fucking want at all. I'm glad you're happy now. Yeah, super happy now. Miss Wendy is my mentor, pure Adam opportunity. Yeah. Aries' biggest difficulty is manifesting healing. So you can heal. Okay. If you're in a bad situation, you can still heal from it. It's going to take time. Don't rush your healing, Aries. You can't rush your healing. You can't. There was one time when I broke up with somebody that I only had for 2 months, and I was fucking bottom of the barrel. When we broke up, bottom of the barrel. I was so lost, like I lost my arm or my leg. I had really liked this guy. Bottom of the barrel. But through meditation and just every day working with that and every day accepting it and every day not blaming anybody for anything and just moving on with my life, you will climb back out of the barrel. Okay? Now, I'm going to say if it's family members abusing you, fuck no. Fuck no. You do not need to put up with family members abusing you. You stop making excuses. Well, they're family. Too fucking bad. Okay? Too fucking bad. If your family is the one that's abusing you, get the fuck away from your family. Stop talking to your family. Stop being there for your family. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Don't give a shit if they're on their deathbed. You don't have to put up with abusive family members. There's nothing that is written anywhere that says, oh, your mom and dad can abuse you and you have to take it. There's nothing fucking written for that. There's nothing written that says you need to put up with abusive family members. And you shouldn't, Aries. Not ever. Mom, dad, sister, brother, never. Never. You should be walking away and never looking back. Because the ones that are going to fuck you over first is always going to be family. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. But get the fuck away from family. Okay? Just because they had you Just because they had you, just because they raised you, does not mean that you need to put up with that shit. Okay? I used to see my mom getting beat. Yeah. Yeah, look. I come from a family, my mom and dad and 9 children. I'm the baby. I come from a family where my mom and dad fist fought every fucking Friday and Saturday night because they drank. And when they got drunk, they always fucking fist fought. And my mom fist fought my fucking dad. And my sisters will fist fight men. They are not afraid of men. They will fucking go to fist, ding ding, round fucking one. I've seen my fucking sister, listen to me, my sister before me, her name is Cindy. Okay? She beat this guy up so bad, he had to climb under a fucking car to get away from her. And you know what she did? She fucking went under the car and continued to beat his ass for being an abusive piece of shit. My sisters would go to fist with men in the bars. My mom and my sisters got into bar fights with men. Like, you know, the Beth from Rip and Beth from Tombstone? My fucking family is full of them women like Beth. I am not. I am the baby. I was babied and I'm not interested in fighting. Now, I won't back down from a fight, but I'm not going to be like them to where they just want to fucking fight. I grew up with that. I grew up with the drugs, the sex, the alcohol. I grew up with witchcraft. I grew up with the Ouija board. I grew up with seances. I grew up seeing a lot of fucking shit. I remember going to a public pool. Another girl that was fucking around with my family. They went to the pool and they shanked her, and then they fucking left before the cops got there with this girl. Luck she didn't die, but that's what I'm talking about. My family is very ruffian, very fucking ruffian. I've been through it. My brothers and my cousins, I remember when I was like 7, 8, they would come in like, I don't know, 11 o'clock in the morning. I'd be in the front yard playing. They would be bloodied up. They would want to go get my dad to help them go back and beat whoever they fought with. My dad would be like, no. I'm not getting into your guys' fights. No. I'm not doing that. I've been there. I've done that. The drugs, even. The drugs. Okay? Now, I'm not a druggie, but my friends that I used to run around with snorted cocaine, did acid. I did mushrooms, and I really like mushrooms, and I would probably still do mushrooms for the day. So I will die on that hill. I'm a mushrooms girl, but I would not get drunk. I would not do acid. I would not snort coke. I wouldn't do heroin. None of that shit. None of that stuff was available anyway back then. Like, meth wasn't a thing when I was a kid, but cocaine was. Okay, cocaine was very, very, very popular. And you could go to a party and you could do lines of cocaine for free. There was cocaine every fucking where. Beer every fucking where. Having sex, I don't know how many times that I could walk into a party and there would be fucking people fucking in front of everybody. It didn't bother me. It was like, whatever, I'm just here to party. And I was with my friends and we were just here to party. And it was just like, whatever. I remember that everybody was drunk and fucking and somebody wanted food from McDonald's. I was the only sober one that I had to go and get everybody's order and money. And I had to talk to them while they were fucking because they wanted McDonald's. And I went on a McDonald's run for everybody. But I would walk up to, and they would be like, oh, hey, Wendy. And I'd be like, hey, I'm going to McDonald's. You want anything? Yeah. I'll take a cheeseburger and fries. And the boyfriend's still like moving, like not losing the rhythm, just moving. And they'd be like, honey, you want anything? And that guy would be like, yeah. And then I'd be like, okay, you got any money? And he'd be like, yeah, it's in my pocket in my pants over there. And they would continue on. And when I delivered their food to them, they would be done. That's the natural way of life for some of us. That's the way it is. All right. But we still move on. You still know the difference between right and wrong. You still need to listen to your intuition, and you still need to know that you create your own reality. And that's it. And you're either going to stay around the fucktards that never grow up, like the people that I left in South Dakota. And when I moved to Arkansas, right? When I moved to Arkansas, I got into a situation where I had guns pointed at me. I had guns pointed at me. I could have died that night. And I said, God, if you get me out of this situation and get me out of here, I'm done with these people, which is all my best friends, all of the people that I partied with. I said, if you get me out of this situation, I'll never return back here again. And I didn't. I moved to Arkansas and got away from all of that. But so get yourself out of the situation, and opportunities will come for you to get yourself out of the situations as long as you ask the universe for help. Aries and anybody else that finds yourself into fucking situations that you don't want to be in, ask the universe. Say, hey, I'm not signing up for this. Out of here. Help me get out of here. Something will come along. Okay. It may take a month. It may take 6 months. Something's going to come along to get you away from the shit. But you have to do it. You cannot make excuses for staying in the shit situations. Don't make excuses for anybody. Everybody has a brain in their fucking head, and everybody should know the difference between right and wrong. Everybody. So stop making excuses for people. Okay? And that's any of you. I'm trying to get McDonald's. Harry. I mean, edits is like, now I'm hungry for McDonald's. Thanks, Wendy. All right. All you got to do is just ask the universe to help you get out of this situations, and you will find yourself out of them. There will be some magic carpet that shows up and says, hey, you asked for me. Here I am. Climb up. Let's go. And I ended up leaving my parents behind when I was 15. I moved from Sioux Falls, South Dakota to Alpena, Arkansas. And it was a whole night and day. A city girl now lived in the country. And I did not ever return to any of that bullshit that I left in the city. Never. Never, ever, ever. All right. So, Aries and anybody else, when you find yourself in some shitty situation, ask for a lifeline. Say, universe, please help me find a way. Now, I'm not saying that the universe is your easy button and you could just be like, okay, I asked the universe, now I'm just going to wait. That's not how that works. You actively also have to find your way out of a situation. You actively have to be trying to. Okay? But I'm going to say you will find your way out of it. Right? I'm so glad you are no longer in that relationship. I am so glad I am no longer in any of those fucking relationships. They were nothing but trouble. Nothing but trouble. And thank God I don't have an addictive personality where I would have got on drugs and been stuck on fucking drugs. But I don't have an addictive personality. I don't have to have something just because I like it. I can say no to it. Okay? Plenty times I did shrooms. Plenty times. I did shrooms when I shouldn't have been on shrooms. Plenty times. I'm telling you, when I was 13, 14, Cassandra was 13, 14, Debbie was 13, 14. Those are my two best friends. We were running around with 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and a 30-year-old. We, as 13 and 14-year-old girls, were running around with adult men who were out of school and worked jobs. We were running around with them. But I'll tell you, the only one all of them had ever trusted was me. They did not trust each other. We partied together. Don't get me wrong. We called ourselves the gang, and we all made a connection. Hey, what is the gang doing this weekend? Let's go to Brian's and party. Okay. Hey, what's the gang doing this weekend? Let's go to Jeff's and party. Okay. Like, we knew where the party spots were, and we all were thick as thieves. We all were thick as thieves. But the thing is, Debbie slept with Troy, Greg, Brian, and another guy. Their last name was Steeps. Okay. Cassandra slept with Greg, Troy, Brian. I think that's it. No, and his last name was Stansberry. I wish I could remember his first name. I see his face. He's got curly hair. His last name was Stansberry. I can't remember his first name. Slept with him. Right? And then Cassandra's brother, Roy, wanted to sleep with me, but I said no because he was older. He was older, and I was a virgin. I didn't lose my virginity until I was 16 when I slept with my high school sweetheart. So I was like, no, I'm not sleeping with anybody. It's Kelly and Keith Stoops. That's what it was. So Debbie slept with Keith Stoops. Okay. Anyway, so we were thick as thieves all the time. Okay. But they didn't trust each other. But they knew they could trust me because when we went to these parties, I wasn't getting drunk because I was the designated driver. When we went to these parties, I wasn't sleeping around with everybody because I was too scared to. I wasn't interested in sex. People would buy me alcohol. People would give me drugs for free. People would be like, and I'd be like, no, thank you. Nope, ain't doing it. And I was very adamant about saying no. So because you know the difference between, like I said, right and wrong, and everybody does. The thing is that people will ignore for the sake of fun. People will ignore right and wrong for the sake of numbing out. People will ignore right and wrong for the sake of being in pain, being hurt, and not giving a shit. And that's why people do dumb shit. So guys that hit women are gay. Yeah, these guys weren't gay, but they say most men would. Honestly, they have a theory that most men would fuck a guy if they had no other choice. If all of the women dropped off in the universe, every guy would be gay. Eventually. Every guy would be gay eventually if there was no women. So, even though they say they're not. I'm drinking right now while watching this horror movie with Noah. I'm trying to fuck Noah and get McDonald's after. You can't fuck Noah if he's not by you. Or is he by you? Noah has mentioned us hanging out. Yeah. I wish he was by me. Edit. He will be eventually. He just didn't know you were dating. What a silly guy. Aries, Wendy, can you tell me your opinion of manifesting healing, especially if it's serious? What do you think? It's so tricky and need a lot of faith. So you listen, don't manifest if you're not in a good spot to manifest. Rule number one, if you're anxious, sad, depressed, mad, scared, you can't manifest from that position. You're going to have to get yourself in the right frame of mind to manifest. Your manifestations will only come when you're happy. Because when you're happy, you're like I showed that frequency coin, that cone. When you're happy, you're manifesting at least at 300. But if you're scared, or you're anxious, or you're depressed, or you're sad, or you're suicidal, or you're confused, or you're anything, insert here, and it's not 100% your best, do not try to manifest there. Then you need to heal. This is your healing time. How you're going to heal, all right? How you're going to heal, honestly, is I would be listening to healing frequencies of the solfeggio, right? The solfeggio frequencies. I think the healing one is like in the 400s or in the 500s. I would be listening to frequencies at night while I sleep. Put your ear pods in or put your earphones on, and you need to go to sleep with healing music, because you've got to now train your brain to get out of the muck. Okay? So you're going to have to heal first. And to heal first, forgiving. You're going to have to forgive the people that did you wrong. You have to forgive it, because that's when the heart becomes 100% crystalline. When you forgive, got to forgive it. You've got to understand that the people that treated you bad, people hurt people. The people that hurt you did not know any better, because they were abused. And this is where your ancestral curses come from, is because your great 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 grandfather was sexually abusing their daughter, and then the daughter's hurt, and so she never forgave and now you have a great 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 grandma who was sexually abused, marries somebody who is sexually abusers, and then they have kids, and then they are abusing the kids. The abused kids are abused, and then they get into family situations where they're abusing. And this is your ancestral curse. This is the only thing of your ancestral curse. This is something that goes way back deep. But the thing is that you need to realize that abusing, they probably did not want to abuse people. You know, it's not like they would wake up and be like, oh, I think I'm going to fuck my daughter today. Okay. Maybe that's not their frame of mind, but maybe, I mean, and if it was, then you know what? Okay. Then they woke up with that. And yes, they probably should have been hung for that. You know, rape and incest and all of that shit should have been taken care of. Unfortunately, it wasn't. And unfortunately, those people multiply and have fucking kids with this thing that's going on in the family lineage. And that's the family curses that you're talking about. But if you're not doing that, you still need to forgive it. You still need to say these people didn't fucking know any better, or they didn't care, but that's not my problem. I know who I am. I know I'm not that person. I forgive it. You need to forgive the transgresses of you against your transgressors. That's why the Bible says it. Help me to forgive the sins of the transgressors as you forgive mine. That's why the Bible says it. It's all about forgiveness. You don't have to forget it. You can always keep these people from a distance from you. That doesn't, when you forgive it, that doesn't mean that you call them back in your space to do it again. That's not what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is, these people did what they did. They didn't learn from their mistakes. They went to the grave with all of that shit, but that does have nothing to do with me. I forgive that shit. I forgive what my mom did. I forgive what my dad did. They were probably abused in some way, shape, or form. So that way of life transferred to me. I didn't ask for it, but I forgive it. Like I said, you don't have to forget it. If your mom kicked the shit out of you from the time that you were 2 until the time that you were 6, that doesn't, and then you got taken away, that doesn't mean that you need to call your mom and be like, hey mom, here, I live here, come see me, come be in my life again, so that she can fucking do that shit all over and not abuse you physically, but abuse you mentally or verbally. That's not what I mean by forgiving. What I mean is, you're forgiven for treating me like shit, but I'm moving on with my life and this is no longer holding me back. That's what I mean by forgiveness. In Aries, you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to do that. If you want to be free of the aches and pains in your heart, you have to forgive it. Like H, right? He's forgiven. He's not forgotten. If he ever came up to me in the grocery store and said, hey, do you remember me? I'd be like, I don't know you. Bye. Walk away. I wouldn't be like, yeah, H, hi, remember? Yeah, we were married. Yeah. Yeah, this is where I work. Come see me anytime. I wouldn't do that if I ran into H. As a matter of fact, I have run into H many, many times. I don't say shit to him, and he doesn't remember what I look like because when he married me, I had auburn hair and now I have white hair. So when he sees me, he doesn't know he's looking at his ex-wife that he beat up. And I don't say hi to him. He's forgiven. Okay, he's not forgotten. If he ever did find out who I was and confronted me, I'm done with that. I'm not dealing with that. But that doesn't mean I'm going to bring him back into my circle either. That's forgiveness, and that's the forgiveness that you all need to work on. If you're holding grudges against people, you got to let that go. That's part of healing. That is the healing that you need to do and that you need to work on, is forgiving and no longer thinking of it. It does not do you any good to keep playing a memory. The only thing that does is keep you stuck in the loop. You can't be in the loop of replaying memories and keep remembering who hurt you. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. I mean, fuck, if you're going to do that, you go stick your fucking finger in a light socket every day, because that makes about as much sense. That makes about as much sense as you replaying the fucking memories that hurt you. Why don't you go do that? Why don't you go fucking stick your finger in a light socket every day? Would you do that? No. So why do you keep replaying the memory every day of fucking somebody hurting you? Why? What good are you getting from that? Besides that, brings you lower and lower and lower and lower in the frequency cone. Why? Just fucking say it happened and I'm done with that. And I'm not going to think about that anymore. And I'm going to move on with my life. And I'm going to start manifesting good shit. That's what you guys need to do. So, will D take the test to determine her cognitive score? I got a yes on that. Oh wait, that's your mom, your mom, stepmom. She's not gonna do anything because she doesn't believe that she needs it. Yes, Rife helps, Aries. Yes, Rife helps. I have a CD with Rife. And not only does that help, but that also heals you. That heals your bladder, that heals your kidneys, that heals your heart. Rife is really good. Frequencies that heal your body. Yes. That's sad for anyone to go through. Summer vibes. For me, health manifesting is the hardest. Imagine mindset of sacred cancer patient. It's very hard, but still possible. Yeah. You can definitely the body, it's proven over and over and over again. Summer vibes that the body can heal itself. Proven over and over and over again. There are lots and lots of videos and lots of proof that the body can heal itself, but you also need to help it by the shit that you eat. And that's why I tell you guys chaga. Chaga mushrooms is super good for cancer patients. Chaga mushrooms, but there's all kinds of videos about foods that help you reverse cancer. And rife. And the sounds of rife will help you reduce cancer. But it's what you put into your body too, and frequencies. They had a TED Talks, and the guy said what made them get on the cancer and frequencies and how cancer and how frequencies can kill cancer cells is that there was a bridge that collapsed, and it collapsed because the wind was blowing through the bridge foundations, and the foundations was rattling and making a frequency, and the frequency that they rattled at finally made that whole bridge collapse. And they found that if you can find two frequencies that are 11, the 11th octave from each other, and play them at the same time, they will fry cancer cells. If the cancer cells was bombarded with two frequencies that are the 11th octave from each other, the frequencies will get into that cancer cell and make it explode from the inside out. It is proof. They done the experiment. But yet the fucking government, right, that could make a frequency bed called the med beds, which are real, could make a med bed with the frequencies that can destroy cancer cells. And all you have to fucking do is lay in it. But you can do that shit yourself. You don't need the government. You have to, like, if I was a cancer patient, knock on wood, I never will be. And when I say knock on wood, knock on your head, because that's good luck. If I was a cancer patient, I would get the biggest fucking speakers that I could, and one frequency would be something of healing cells, and the other speakers would be 11 octaves from that, and I would have them on each fucking side of me, and they would be permeating me, and I would sit in front of those two speakers for days until I could heal myself. So, okay. And I know that frequencies definitely can fuck up shit, because I used to play with frequencies all the time, and I would blow up phones and computers by doing the 11th octaves. I would blow up gadgets from the frequencies. There was one frequency that I was in between, and I felt weird. My fucking head lost, like, the sense of gravity. It did. I know it was a bad frequency. Like, I had to shut it down right away. Like, you could feel it permeate in you. But that frequency made me feel, how do I explain it? When I was in that frequency, and it was 900, I think it was like 963, and then the 11th octave from 963. And I had those speakers, and my head felt like it multiplied. You know how let's see. You know how sometimes those scary movies, the heads like shake and then like they form other heads? I felt like my head was doing that. I felt like my head was not real, and I had like 11 billion heads, and I didn't have no sense of gravity. I wasn't going anywhere. I didn't feel like I was floating, but I didn't feel like I was on the ground either. I know for a fact, hey, my baby, I know for a fact that if you play frequencies and you get one speaker doing one in the 11th octave, you can definitely do some fucking amazing shit with that. So, yep, you can do some amazing stuff with that. I am coming from Nikola Tesla Nation. Yep, energy and frequencies. Yeah, yeah. And you can buy rife machines. They use them on horses. They use them on race horses. It's a wrap that they put around the horse's legs or whatever, and they actually shoot frequency into the horse's leg to help it heal and relax and repair. And it's usually like race horses or something like that. But there are rife machines that you can buy with the mats that you can wrap around and wherever the fucking cancer is. Blast that shit away. I had a mat, but the thing about the mat is my electricity, United States electricity, would not carry the frequency of this mat. This mat came from United Kingdom. And I guess our electric is not the same watts or voltages as United Kingdom. Theirs is more powerful or something like that. And so I needed to get a converter to make my mat work, but I never got the converter. But you can buy that shit. Absolutely. You can buy that shit. How was your dinner? How was your dinner? Did you have a good steak? Baby doll, how was your dinner at Colton's? Did you get a good steak? Did they get your steak done and not bloody this time? So, absolutely. But Aries, you can definitely heal. You just have to give yourself time and patience, and you have to understand what healing really means. Healing is not just going, oh, well, I'm just going to move on with my life. That's not healing. Not true healing. That's going to help you move on. And you don't manifest until you heal. You can't come to a place of anything bad, mad, anxious from that and manifest. You just can't. So, Aries, wherever you are. David, I'm talking to you if you're still here. I don't know if David is still here. In summer vibes, I'm talking to you too about health manifesting. So, anybody else have any questions, or are you guys confused? Do you understand what I'm saying, or anybody? Summer, did you call me out for my turn? I don't have no questions from you, Summer. Let me check on your channel activity. Job opportunity coming anytime soon for me. Okay, job opportunity. Yes, you got the sun card. It's going to be before the summer ends. A job opportunity. Yep. Summer vibes. Yep. to me before the summer ends. All right, if we don't have any more questions in 3 minutes, it's going to be 8:30, and I guess I'm going to close up the chat. All right. If nobody says anything in 3 minutes, we're going to close up at 8:30. Okay. You're going to sleep? Sweet dreams, Summer. You're welcome. Turn me loose, set me free. I may not wait until 8:30. I may just close it down now. Is there anybody that would be opposed to me closing down the stream right now? Is there anybody with new questions? Optimist, hi. Oh, will you pull a card for me? Yeah. It's a good thing you showed up. Optimist heart, your card is the World. It's about endings and beginnings, sister. Endings and beginnings. If something is trying to leave your life, let it go. Say, all right, bye. Have fun. Anything. Yeah, stop trying to hang on to shit. That's not going to get you nowhere. You're not going to have your way with it anyway, because with Saturn being in retrograde, Venus going into retrograde, and Mars going into retrograde, anything that's not working is going to leave your life automatically anyway. So say goodbye. Okay. It is trying to leave. Then let it go. Say bye-bye. Thanks for the memories. You're welcome, optimist. All right, anybody else? It's 8:30. I'm closing down. Anybody else? It's 8:30. I'm closing down. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I should be back on tomorrow between 4 and 5, and I'm Central Time, United States. All right. So I will see you guys tomorrow, right? Have a good night. Stay safe.